Piracy has its origins in ancient times, but pirates as we know them are based on a romanticized version of the real thing. Technically, anyone who uses ships to steal is a pirate, but the word conjures images of eye patches, peg legs, and the word matey. After the fall, some of those who took to the water to pursue banditry started calling themselves pirates and embraced all of the cliches from romantic action movies and stories like Treasure Island. The coasts of the wasted world have become very dangerous because of this new breed of pirates. Inland, there are some pirates who sail the sands on massive skiffs. These sand pirates are even more vicious and tenacious than their waterborne counterparts. To a pirate, reputation is everything. A truly intimidating captain can get enemies to surrender without a fight. Those whose reputations suffer eventually face mutiny. Captain Tahna has faced mutiny, but her reputation as the notorious Black Spot has grown in her absence. She has faced her demons and has come to take back what is hers. A storm is coming, a storm with a wicked grin.
We begin in a strange settlement that the residents call Haven. Haven is a patch of green in Desolation, which is a massive expanse of red sand. Everyone, initiative, please. I'll start with Navad.
Start with me?
Yes, sir.
6, 12, 13, 16. I have an initiative of 19.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, God, I have no idea how to roll initiative. Help. I forgot.
I'll get you to roll your speed dice, add them together.
Cool, thank you.
Goldwater?
I got 23. 4 5s and 3 1s.
Torg, what you got?
Sorry. Torg had to locate stone tablet with initiative.
Right.
Forgot to pull up prior to stream. Torg ready now.
It's my headcanon that Torg's carrying around a rules reference on stone panels now.
Torg carries around her own their own stats on a form.
What if you forget?
Right.
I respect it.
21.
Thank you. Wynona, what you got?
19.
Thank you. Captain Tahna, what you got?
14, because I'm not there.
So actually you are. So
oh no.
what's happening is this compound that they found is actually a wannabe utopian new world set up by a super creepy cult leader who calls himself Father, whose actual name is Diordan. And the group decided after several interchanges that this gentleman was not any kind of gentleman, was not okay, and needed to be taken down. They have formulated a plan between last session and this, and we begin with them enacting this plan. So with the help of Mark and Diane, two of the locals in the village, Tahna has snuck the weapons and armor to Goldwater. Tahna and Goldwater are armed and armored inside the hut that's serving as their clinic. You have the weapons and armor for the others, but there was no way to get them to them prior to the battle beginning. So you can choose to bring weapons to throw to them, or you can just assume Torg is the brute squad and doesn't really need a weapon. Obviously, Navad seldom uses one, so the real only person to really worry about too much would be Wynona, who, when she has to fight, do you give a pistol or a crossbow? Pistol. So pretty easy to like tuck a pistol into a belt for her. All right, so the signal is going to be an attack on the cult leader by Torg, because you had a lot of this planning was a very long conversation, except for the part where everyone said, yeah, we'll start when Torg breaks the cult leader's neck, and we'll see if that just ends the fight before it starts. And there was no second opinion. There was no, it was immediately ratified by unanimous vote. So this entire thing will begin when, as the triggering action, Torg arranges while you're talking in the compound to get physically close enough to charge the guy and attack with your. I mean, you don't have, sadly, your cinder block on a stick, but you do have your cinder blocks on arms.
Did we resolve? Are there names on them yet? There's still the old names, right? The Roach Moans.
I think it's just Roach Bones right now. Let's make a goal, see if we can rename those today.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to begin the battle with Torg. We're going to start right off. We get pretty close to Mr. Sleazy. While you're approaching and kind of getting your headspace to flip the switch and go into combat, you actually see him talking to two of his male underlings and twice dismissing female villagers that are trying to talk to him with a very summary, yes, dear, kind of a thing that I'm assuming makes it incredibly easy for you to flip the switch and start the combat.
Torg agree with that statement.
So you're gonna use a simple action to maneuver to get close enough to him. Little bit of the rules. This entire middle of the village is considered close range. So if for some reason you wanted to get farther for weapons, you literally have to go to the edge or past the edge of the village. The whole thing is the damn battlefield because it's about the size of like, a park, a small park with a basketball arena. You can tell I don't sports. But so to get far enough away to make it different for distance, you'd have to pull back and fire in. So pretty much this whole thing is going to be near the second range category. So the first thing though is Torg is going to close and then be at the first range category. Otherwise, Torg's fists can't connect with man's smug face. All right. So go ahead and give me a brawl melee check, please.
All right.
So the Torg train comes running in. He turns with a look of shock on his face.
There it is.
It also helps that you rolled such a high initiative. There's no issues there. You're near the top of the order anyway.
Wait, I need more die. Ooh. 1 6 and 2 5s.
Good enough. So go ahead and roll your damage. This dude's got a 4 against your fist. So any die that comes up 4 or better does a point. 6s do your crit. 6s get re-rolled. Punch him.
Okay. Sorry, what do I sorry, my computer was being weird. What do I roll for damage again?
It's on the lower right-hand side of your sheet under, I think it's under unarmed.
You're just, Torg's just punching, right?
Yep. Hey, Colt, you have Torg's sheet ready, right? So feel free to rules buddy whenever you see something that help could be offered.
Why am all of a sudden I
Copy
can't
that.
remember where it is? You said it's where?
Lower right-hand side of the sheet where the weapons are summarized.
Unarmed? Or are we looking for, what are we looking for?
Unarmed,
fists.
give it a punch, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Torg with it now. All right. So we're doing the unarmed, right? All right.
Which is ironic because you're using your arms, but it's another dad joke.
I do not care for it, sir.
Yeah.
I do not.
6.
Okay.
And a 5.
So what did you roll? What are your 4 dice? Come on.
I thought it was just 3. It says 3 on my sheet.
No, you're right. 3 dice. What were they?
Hey. Sorry, on my stone tablet. I have 6, 1, and 5.
Okay, so that's 2 points of damage. Then the crit is 2. That's 4 points of damage. Then re-roll the 6 and see if you get more.
4.
Okay, so you do 4 points of damage. So when you hit him, he comes apart. So little bits of him fly away and then vaporize. So as far as anybody can tell, Torg has just vaporized your opponent with one punch.
I also do not care for that, sir. Thank you.
There is yelling and screaming from outside. The next thing that happens is Goldwater bursts forth from the hut. You have a weapon. You see Torg standing looking apparently a little confused, and you don't see the enemy, but you do see a lot of the men, none of the women, pulling big hooked knives out of the bags they carry.
I yell, stand down. I got to give him a chance to stand down.
Okay, make an intimidate roll.
Oh, I go, stand down!
You're going to need more than one success for this.
All right. Intimidate.
Sometimes leaders are like cult leaders, and it's harder to vote them out of office.
I didn't get any 6s.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. Before you roll. No. Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't want to metagame, but I meant to do a thing before we got into the fight. That's on me.
It's fine, but you will need to also be out there to be leading, if that's what you're thinking of doing.
No.
Well, and also
It was something completely different.
What that does is give you a catch through to make even a failure a partial success. But because these guys are effectively brainwashed, the partial success wouldn't have worked. So we can assume you've done it, and it just turned out they've got that fanatic gleam in their eyes. So the next thing that happens is Wynona, you're actually there. So Goldwater, I will give you throwing her the pistol if you like.
Yes.
Because you have a simple action left.
Yeah.
So Wynona, you are now armed if you would like to participate in the blasting. On my initiative list, I have Diordan, and I've called these guys dudes.
Yeah.
So there are dudes.
Yeah, I will do it.
You will
Goldie,
plug a dude.
yeah, I've been entrusted by my patient, and I'm not gonna let the team down.
Nice. That's the most wholesome way I've heard anyone say, I shoot the naked man with my gun. Go ahead and make a shoot test.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should do that, huh? Okay.
Ideally, it's not too much trouble.
All right, give me 1 second.
You may have 3.
Yeah, I don't have much dice, but that's okay. Oh, I've got 2 6s out of 3.
Sweet. Okay, roll your damage. And these guys are unarmored, so they don't, anything 2 or higher is a wind damage.
So I got 2 6s, a 5, and a 3.
So that's going to be 4 points, and then your crits
My
3,
crit-
so twice is going to be 10 points. Holy shit. You can keep rolling, but don't. You blow them away.
Okay.
It was enough that you, and literally that's an action movie moment, because you throw her the gun, and there isn't even a moment's hesitation. She turns and ends a guy.
I would just love to see it. It's like one of those like no look,
Right.
like,
Right.
you know, guys coming up behind Wynona and she just like shoots him in the face without even looking.
I can also imagine giving the tension over these guys this whole time, that it's like been a dam with the group. It's like, oh, we can act now. Okay, Navad, you're also in this center area. You are mostly naked, but you have a big extra, covering bit of homespun. What do you do?
So how many dudes are there now?
You can't. It's been only a few seconds. A bunch.
There's a bunch of dudes.
Mm-hmm. People at this point, they're just now. They haven't even acted. There's a bunch of guys pulling hook daggers.
Okay, just because Navad's gonna try to improvise a little magic here because he's feeling that the magic is kind of hot and flowing in this area, and maybe he can get a little extra oomph. So I'm gonna cast a spell that is going to try to make one of the dudes are also kind of mostly naked, right?
Yeah, they're all wearing the same thing. They are
Okay.
naked, but they're wearing like sort of toga-like things with
Okay.
a belt, and then they've got like a hobo bag.
Okay.
That's what they're wearing.
I'm gonna try to cast a spell to make a dude stab himself in the junk.
Okay.
Just like, you know, the momentum of the dagger takes on a little bit of life of its own.
No, I got it. You're looking,
Yeah.
You're looking for junk stabbing. I got you.
Nope. Describe it slowly and in excruciating detail. Thank you.
Well, we try to do right by our guests.
Well, if this works, I'm gonna add my repertoire, and we're gonna have to come up with a good name for it.
Propose buying junk stab as an advance.
Junk stabber.
I'll have to talk to your GM about whether that's going to buy as an ongoing thing. So that's
kind of a ravage spell, right?
Kind of, yeah. It's a redirected damage, but you're screwing up his brain. Give me a ravage test.
A ravage test? Okay.
Yeah, test that ravage.
I just want to mess with the game a little bit and see what I can come up with. In true Navad fashion, I utterly failed. Not a partial.
Get yourself in the balls.
So you take an injury.
Okay.
So the thing takes a lot of energy out of you. But what you actually give me a sense magic test.
Sense magic?
Yep.
And I have the up dice on magic, right? Right, yep. 2 up die?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 2, 4, 6.
What's up, die?
I swallowed yelling that out loud.
Oh, now this, lots of success. I actually rolled 3 6s.
So remember I described the thing as being like a glowing tree of life. And then when you were there, you saw that a lot of the energy was around the sky.
Uh-huh.
You see 2 things. One, the knot is still there, even though he's not.
Okay.
There are 3 new tendrils that have attached to 3 of the people that were standing nearest him. And there's a new tendril which snakes out and attaches itself to you.
Oh, great.
You'll find out what that does later.
Okay.
So next is me. So around the time you realize that, the three of these people that were rushing to his defense lurch forward and make sort of not quite a scream, but kind of like a grunt of pain, and little horns shoot out from like though their skulls had been deformed, so they burst from the skin. So all 3 of them now have satyr horns, like the leader did. And when they look up, their eyes are glowing in a very "this can't be good" kind of way. Next up will be Tahna. You come rushing out, so you didn't see the cult leader go down. So you don't see the one satyr guy, but now you see 3 other naked satyr guys.
I didn't get to see the doctor's no look shoot. Boo.
Let's say you arrive as the guy's going down.
Sweet. Okay. I just want to be able to look over at her and say, favorite, and then go and level my crossbow at another one of these little satyr boys.
Okay, go ahead and make a shoot.
He was a satyr boy. Oh no, you're doing this to me. 1 success.
And roll your damage. And there.
I think that's 4 dice for damage.
I'm not looking at your sheet right now.
Oh, that's very bold of you to not look over my shoulder.
A lot of documents open.
No, you're good.
The satyrs have a 3 armor. So any die that rolls a 3 or higher scores a point of damage. Any 6 scores your crit. 6s are exploding, so you'll reroll.
Sweet. Okay, so 3 of them hit 3 or better, and I have 1 6, so I'll reroll that. And I got a 5 on the reroll. Okay. And I don't know what any of that means now.
Okay, so you said 3 of them hit, so 3 points of damage. The 6, the crit for the crossbow, I think, is 2 points. So that's 5 points. On the reroll, when they explode, you're only checking for 6, so that's 5 points.
Gotcha. Perfect.
So
I understand now. Thank you.
And you followed that, so you're now a favorite. All right, so that's not enough to take him down, but it literally lands in his chest and sticks. So dude's got, a crossbow bolt sticking out of him, and he's not really properly reacting. Like you'd expect when you hit a dude, you'd get a lot of Iyengar, but for whatever magic has got him, he's not feeling, the pain is not connecting to him. All right, now the satyrs act. All right, so they're gonna rush in. So I'm gonna want to know so you're all on the battlefield right now. Will 3 of you volunteer to intercept and be the targets for the attacks, or do I get to choose? Okay, so Tahna is 1, Torg is another. Will anybody voluntarily take the third opponent?
Yeah, I mean, why not? I'm already beat to shit.
Okay. All right.
Does it Goldwater is in a little bit of delirium still?
Fair.
Oh no, I'm just aggressive.
Oh, also true.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, and on my turn, I would like to just reconfirm that I have established I would like to lead Goldwater.
Okay.
Because I want him to do gun stuff.
So that means if you miss completely, so no 6s, no 5s, but you roll a 1, you still get a near miss.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the obverse of the weapon jam rule.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So satyr stabbing me, a captain. That's going to be a hit. And how many damage is that? Oh, that's not too good. What's your defense against stabby things? That'd be the second number under armor. Right hand side of the sheet, lower right hand side by the weapons on top.
Oh, bless. Okay, I'm going to have you say it one more time and then I will understand. I'm so sorry.
The sheet is in quadrants.
Yeah.
The upper left is all skills.
Uh-huh.
Character stuffs and traits on the upper right. Lower left is a combat summary with hit points and injuries and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then fit down here is equipment, armor, weapons. Lower right. So lower right is where that's going to be. It'll be right above your weapon summaries. It'll say armor. And it will have 4 values.
Yeah. Which value do you want? I'm just wearing a leather coat.
The second one, which I think is a 3, right?
Yeah, it's 3.
Okay. All right. So that's going to be 2 hit points for you.
Cool. Thank you.
No injuries, just 2 points. So now I'm going to attack Goldwater. I hit you. And what's his second value? What's his stabbing?
Leather.
Okay, so you take 2 hits. That you can do.
Is he already is he still beat to crap or is he back up?
Still a little beat to crap because they helped him, but couldn't. Diane, you didn't have a lot of time, so she couldn't completely heal him. So he started down an injury and down a wound.
Can I do something?
On your round, yes.
This says once per combat.
What are you going to do?
I would like to command Goldwater to walk it off.
You absolutely can. Let me give the damage to
Torg.
Torg, what's your armor, the second number, the stab resistance?
The slashing is a 3.
3. Okay, so you take 2 points as well. And at this point, so that I believe that gives him back his willpower to his hits. So that's going to get all your hits back because you weren't down only all but a few hits. And you get to make a also, is that a willpower? Does it say in your summary? I'm sorry, I should have had that on hand.
Wait, for walk it off?
Yeah, this is the
Say
what play makes.
Endurance
to willpower.
Recover a number of hits equal to their willpower. Yeah.
Right, but then the second part about it covering.
If they have any injuries, they make a willpower save with the difficulty equal to the number of wounds they have, if any. Right. If they succeed, they can remove 1 injury.
So willpower down 1 die. If you get at least 1 success, your injury just goes away.
Okay,
you just yelled him to be better.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Potentially.
Roll good, so it's cool.
Yeah, if you had good karma, you could, but no.
I need a 6, right?
Yeah, at least 1 6.
No.
Yeah, the primary effect is the hit point recovery. The secondary cool thing is if you can roll, you also get injuries back. All right.
Does lead still come in? Does he, like, if he failed completely, does my lead effect mean that he gets a reroll?
It doesn't give you a reroll. It gives you a partial success if you fail.
No.
Yes.
Sorry.
Bless you.
All right.
Are you allergic to my rules lawyering? How dare you?
No, it's fine. So there are 3 groups of dudes. 2 of those groups, one is going to rush Nevada, one is going to rush Wynona. The other group ends up fighting with Mark and some of his people, which have also drawn weapons and are fighting with you, as he promised when you met with him. So when they fight together, they make 1 roll. So the dudes get this many dice against Nevada. Naked men trying to stab you. You've had dreams like this.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
That's going to be 1 partial success. And then we get that many dice. It's not great. That's going to be 2. You only take 1 hit, sir.
Only 1 hit. I'm down in injury because of the bad magic, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. But you don't take another injury. So only 1 hit, so you're fine.
Okay, right. Okay.
Wynona, I hit you, but that's a pretty serious hit. So you're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4 hits. That's actually all right. So Wynona takes 4 hits. So you see that there is a bit of an uprising among the people that have been suffering under the problem. And you see that apparently the women weren't given the daggers, but some of them they're grabbing sticks and various things from around the campsite, and they are forming groups of their own, and they're going to start beating on dudes. All right, we're going to go around to Goldwater. You're next, sir.
All right. Well, I'm not going to ask anybody to stand down this time because that was a real waste of my turn. I'm going to go ahead and... It
was not a waste. You tried being compassionate.
No, I did what I had to do.
Yeah.
An opportunity. I'm going to shoot somebody with...
You want to shoot a dude or a satyr?
Who got me? Satyr got me last time, right? Yeah. Remember. It was a satyr.
Okay.
I'll shoot him with my shotgun.
That's certainly a way to go.
Yeah. That's the weapon I would have brought out just because I knew we were going to be dealing with groups.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Shoot is 6 dice.
You're good at shoot.
I am good at shoot. I got 1 success.
You're talking like cavemen.
I got 1 success, but I did roll some 1s.
6s, that's all that matters.
Okay.
You only need to worry about the gun jamming if you miss.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. All right. So I hit.
Otherwise, they jam all the damn time. So go ahead and do your damage. And the staters have a 3 against that.
This is 5 dice. And I got, you said it was 3?
Yep.
So 3 or higher, right?
Correct.
So I got 3 and I rolled a 6 as well.
Okay, so that's going to be 6 points to start, and we roll the 6 to see if it goes higher.
No.
Okay. You drop him. When he hits the ground, the lights go out of his eyes. You don't know if he's dead or not, but he's certainly out.
Oh, I wanted to ask, Mike, seeing these satyrs with the glowing eyes and the horns, do I sense magic?
Make a sense test.
I think I just assumed there's magic. I was trying to do a joke, but I will do it.
These guys look really weird.
Excuse me, Goat Man. Are you perhaps magical?
The way I'm picturing Goldwater is he would look and go, magic.
I got a partial success, which sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, then we go to Torg.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I do think I don't like that I don't like magic because it breaks the laws.
Oh yeah. It's kind of like the whole reason it exists is to
Yeah.
So Torg, you want to keep fighting, and if so, do you want to punch a dude or do you want to punch a dude who is also a satyr?
Ooh.
Can I? So Torg feels sort of stunned and shocked in that Torg doesn't feel like the way that the main cult guy went bye-bye was normal by any stretch of the imagination, even with Torg's strength. So Torg feels like there's definitely something weird going on.
Would it help to know that he looks at you and says, with Diordan's voice, "You should smile more. You'd be so pretty."
Dead.
I mean, I'm so glad he's dead, but it's still really weird.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, here's my wonder.
Yeah.
Would Torg be able to? I mean, because I think I could be wrong, but Torg thinks that the satyr basically just jumped ship, like, or a cult guy just jumped ship into the ones that like had the little satyr horns appear out of nowhere, so that if they, no matter how many people they kill, they're just going to keep bouncing around.
Make a, hang on. Make a
Perception?
No, a notice check.
Or awareness?
It's under perception. It's a
there's notice. Okay. Yes. I actually have 5 for that one.
I must have an old sheet.
Hey, I got a 6 and 2 5s.
So you noticed that Goldwater took out one of the satyrs, and you didn't see if something did flee from the leader, it didn't jump out again.
Okay.
So a decent concern, but it doesn't look like it's happening more than once.
All right. Okay. Still don't feel right about this.
Keeping an eye on it, you know.
Keeping my eye on
Yeah.
it. Still don't feel confident that there's not something very, very spooky going on. But Torg's going to Torg forward.
Okay.
And take out a satyr, or at least try to attempt to take out one of the other satyrs.
Yeah, you're in combat with one, so you can just smack him right in his whatever.
I just kicked. Sorry. I got so excited about going into combat that I almost knocked over my little table. I was just using a TV tray, so it's not the sturdiest thing on the planet.
TV tray and a bucket.
That's very nuked. That's
TV tray and a candy bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
A roll of duct tape, a TV tray, a bucket, roll of quarters.
Okay. All right. Wait. So what am I? I'm doing my brawl, right?
Brawl melee.
No? Yes. Okay. All right. Oh, thank heavens. I got 2 6s, 2 5s, and a 4.
Okay, so that's going to be a hit, and so that means you're going to get to be hit, and you can use your pummel to attack a second time after that's gone. So go ahead and do your damage.
All right. Oh, that's the same number of die, right? Or is that the?
So damage lower right-hand side of the sheet.
I think it was.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at the sheet. I thought it was
3 dice.
Yeah, I can look at it.
Perfect.
I just didn't realize. I forgot that it was that word. For unarmed, right? Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
Perfect. And satyrs have armor of 3, so anything 3 or better does 1 damage. No sixes, no numbers, all ones and twos.
Ones and threes.
So you're going to get one hit, but your pummel works, so you're going to get to attack again. So roll melee time, because you got 2 fists, damn it.
That is very true. Roach and moan.
Yeah, this is
I'm still rolling damage, right?
Nope, you're rolling brawl melee again.
Oh, right. Oh, because I've got right. Aye. All right. Wait, I can't count all of a sudden. There we go. Hey, there we go. That's better. Got a 6 and a 4.
Okay, do your damage. That's the 3 dice again.
Hey, there we go. I got a 5.
Okay, so over the 3, so just 1 point?
5 and a 3.
5 and a 3, so 2 points. Okay, so you hit him a couple of times. He staggers back. Wynona.
Well, I still have my pistol.
Yep.
So I'm going. Oh, I don't know what that was. I'm gonna shoot a satyr because I'm a vet.
So ignore the guys around you and just kind of shoot past them.
Oh, I forgot about those guys.
Yeah.
They gave me some. Yeah. Oh, all right, fine. I'll go human since they wounded me.
One of them actually utters the phrase, "Know your place."
Ooh.
I literally roll my eyes. I can't be faced by these robots with penises, which I'm assuming are rather small just because I'm in that headspace. You know
Sure,
what I mean?
absolutely.
Ooh! I got a 6 and a 5 and a 1.
Damage?
Oh, man.
Well, so far she's...
Wynona's like in the zone.
Eric, what Eric?
Yeah.
We made up.
Okay.
I had so I did get a 6, 4, and 2 1s.
Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 5 points of damage. Reroll the 6, see if you get more.
Nope, 3.
Okay, that's going to take that guy out though. So
Woo.
boom. One around.
I say, I guess I did know my place, and it's on this planet.
It's still alive.
Devad.
Okay. So last we saw of me, I messed up my junk stabber spell, and I pick up on the fact that there's some juju going on magically. And I've got a tendril on me.
Yeah.
And they're on the other dudes, correct?
And you feel that there's energy. Make another magic sensitivity roll.
Okay.
This is a thing you do.
It's a thing that I do. 2 6s, I'm good.
There are also very tenuous connections, so tendrils, going to 5 of the women in the village.
Okay, so I've got like what, 3 dudes around me?
You have 3 dudes stabbing you up.
I'm going to try to evade. If in the evade process, I can kind of get a feel for like where or what the knot is, and if I can kind of maybe puzzle out how to unzap the knot, right? So I'm going to try to get away from these guys because I'm not.
So you start ducking, weaving, and pulling back. That is absolutely fair. And now it is Tahna time.
Yeah. Tahna's gonna run in. Crossbows are cool, but let's play with this vibro sword. That seems fun to just vibe.
So the kind we're using is a little like when lightsabers used to be the only thing that could block a lightsaber was a lightsaber, but then they fucked up Star Wars, introduced those stupid sparking weapons that could counter lightsabers and make them way less cool. It's like those.
Cool.
So you thumb a little trigger and energy pulses up the thing. And I figure most of the time you look at the way the stats are, that Tahna is not really a gunner. She's more a like cutlass on the back kind of a fighter.
Nice.
I was being chill at first. Everyone gets a chill round.
Okay. And is that over now?
We're done with that.
Okay. So the weapon goes hot. So you see her pull out, and we'll also make sure that that's a vibro cutlass because of course. And it sings to life. And you've seen a smaller version of this. Tiber Fane uses a dagger. And he probably will never need to see this because he probably get a weird kind of like competitiveness over it and feel weird about the knife. Because you put them together, and that cutlass makes the knife look a little silly. Okay, so roll to hit with your big scary cutlass.
All right, I got 1-6 to hit.
Good enough. So go ahead and roll your damage, and the satyrs have a 3 armor.
Sweet, I got 2 6s.
I remember that.
And then the 2 6s and a 3.
Okay, so that's going to be 3 points of damage. What's your crit value?
4.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Oh, God.
So that's 11 points of damage so far. And roll the 2 6s over and see if you get even more.
I got 1 more 6.
Oh, my God.
So that's...
I don't know what happens.
And re-roll that 6.
Okay. It's 2.
Okay. You do 15 points of damage, which is twice his hit points. So will you please describe to me what you've done?
Oh, can we put this in the 1? Can we put this in the 1?
Yeah, Colt, can you get the 1 up?
So I walk forward to one of these satyrs. Yeah, and before he opens his mouth to say something like stupid and misogynist, I go, shh, I talk now. And then pull out the blade, and it makes that like wicked sound. And it's like a cut across his stomach and then around his back. And I want to grab him by one of those horns in the front and just full executioner style take the head all the way off.
Oh my God. Do me a favor and make me an intimidate check with 3 extra dice.
So metal.
I didn't bring enough.
Also, Tiber cannot have seen this either because he only chopped a guy's head off. He didn't do the whole extra slice and dice and it's amazing.
I'm good at intimidate. Okay, 1, 3 6s.
Oh my God.
Oh,
they have a slightly different vibe. Tiber is an efficient operative. Tahna's a fucking pirate. That's a whole different class.
Right.
All right, so you end that guy. The group that was attacking Wynona, which only has 2 left, they decide to nope out of here. They run. Now, some of the other people in the village run after them. Actually, a group of women run after them with like pipes and sticks and nets, and you actually hear one yell, "I'm sorry." They run them.
Boo these men.
Boo these men.
The remaining satyr is fighting Wynona, so the only opponent Wynona has left. Stabby. That is successful stabby. Wynona takes 3 more hits, which is not terrible. And then I've got 1 remaining group of dudes that's beating on Navad. Navad, give me an evade.
Okay.
Can I do something after my dear doctor gets hit?
Of course.
I would love to yell at her and tell her to I want to use my command attack.
All right, so hang on the resolution of that, Navad, because the command attack ability is used, which means Wynona may now attack right now. You can shoot the satyr. Or
no. Hit him.
Hit him? Okay. Let's see. Hit would be...
You can use whatever attack you want. You can't use magic is the only thing.
Gotcha. So I can do like the brawl, melee, all that?
Yeah, you can shoot, you can stab.
Shoot him again.
I can shoot him again? Oh, okay. Sorry. I misunderstood. I don't know.
No, that was just for flavor. Just do a hurt.
I'm seeing like a wall climb kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like she runs out of the way, like 2 steps up the wall and does a backflip.
Was that the Chemical Brothers that did the Matrix loop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get a little too fancy with my showing off stuff that I completely miss.
Okay.
Oh no,
I'm
it's okay.
I'm going to invoke the bad karma, which I'll be able to do during the Halloween episode anytime I like, to play off of that. I love that idea. So you shoot one with a blind shot, you turn around, you shoot another guy, and then you kind of like try to flip the gun.
Yeah.
And you literally drop it on the ground.
Oh no.
Yep. And then I try to play it off.
So Navad, did you make your evade roll?
I did. I got 3 6s out of the 5 that I rolled.
They're gonna miss you. I need you to make another Sense Magic roll.
Another Sense Magic? Okay, baby.
Yeah.
I'm good at this. 1 6.
So 2 of the satyrs are dead. So there's
Okay.
1 tendril going from that knot to the remaining satyr. But the other 2 tendrils have shot back to the knot. The knot now has a humanoid appearance.
Okay. And I'm seeing this in my mind. So it's like,
Well, you're looking at auras, so you're seeing glowing phenomena.
Right. Is the tree itself an aura?
Yes.
Do I have any kind of
tree of that size?
What I mean, it's like gigantic, right? But yeah. I don't. Do I have the ability to? What I'm most curious is if I can figure out where the knot is physically manifesting, not just in the aura world, but in the real world.
It looks to be roughly where Diordan was standing when he was discorporeated by Torg's fist.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm going to make my way over there.
Okay.
Is that kind of roughly where Torg is standing right now? Okay.
I mean, just a little bit farther away.
A little bit. I mean, we're scuffling and moving back and forth.
Right over there, for sure.
Okay. Is there a corpse at all? Or did he just like the whole body vaporize?
He came apart.
She powdered him.
Yep.
Completely. Okay. It's so amazing. Is there like a stain?
No, nothing.
Just literally nothing.
Not even his ear, nothing. Okay. Goldwater, you're up.
How many are running around?
So there's one group that's pounding on the Navad and 1 satyr.
I'll help Navad.
Okay. 2 left, and you want to just shotgun one of them?
Yeah, I mean, if I use scatter, I'll probably hit Navad.
Okay.
No, I mean, if I do it, will I hit Navad?
No, because Navad's moving away.
Okay.
So you kind of watch for your timing. So he's using a feat which allows him to hit more than 1 target. So
okay.
You can clip both of them with scatter.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna fire. This makes attack at -1 die. Okay.
One of them is yelling to Navad, "You're a dude. You're with us, man."
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna 5 dice, I believe. Yes. I got a success.
Okay.
And -1 die. Okay. And then it's 5 dice again. And I got 3 successes, no 6s.
Okay. So they are both wounded. And at this point, Torg. So Wynona has a satyr, and there's 2 guys stabbing at Navad.
Oh, I actually didn't do that scatter correctly, but I guess
Nothing beyond what I said.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I think we can keep going. It's not a big deal, but I'll get it right next time.
Can you tell me more information about this knot? Remind me again.
You don't
Where
see
the
it.
tendrils. Oh, I
You don't-
can't see the knot.
It's all just I'm picking up magic vibes with my magic eyes.
Oh,
My magic oogly booglies.
Gotcha.
It's giving me
Alright.
it's giving me some Doctor Strange heebie-jeebies or whatever, but nobody
Correct.
else picks it up.
Okay, all right. Gotcha. All right. So, in that case,
Yeah.
Torg is assuming now Torg would like to help Navad. However, Torg, after noticing a pattern, feels like that there's only one satyr left. Maybe if he gets rid of that satyr, doesn't know if it'll be good or bad happen, but a happen will happen.
Brawl melee.
So-
Make it happen.
Exactly. So Torg is going to casually stroll over to the satyr and let me make sure I got
Well,
that right. Yeah.
he's. Oh yeah, because you're right over there. Yeah.
Casually stroll, but for like Torg, a casual stroll
Yeah.
looks pretty aggressive.
True.
All right. Ooh, okay. I got 1 6, and then I got 1.
You only need to worry about the 6. So
Okay.
do your damage, which is 3 dice.
Five, 3, 3.
Okay, that is going to take him out.
Ooh.
Yes.
He goes down.
Yes. So after Torg slowly saunters on over, just takes Roach and Moan. Although at this point, they aren't Roach and Moan, but we haven't had a chance to do an official renaming ceremony. So for the time being, it's Roach Moan. Takes Roach and takes Moan, and does Torg's favorite goodbye move, where they take both their friends and smash them on either side of the head so that it just pops like a grape.
Navad, out of the corner of your eye, you see something really disgusting.
Yeah, Torg
Yeah.
smushing a
Yeah. It's
one of the last satyr, correct?
it's like the sludge-o-matic.
Oh yeah.
You should have had like a raincoat or a tarp or something.
It's
It's like the scanner's head. You
Yeah.
know?
Gallagher.
It's the scanner's head.
Gallagher. So what do you do, sir?
Navad?
Yep.
Am I up? Oh, okay, so I'm at the aura spot, right?
It is reforming.
It's reforming.
Yes,
Can other people see it or just me?
just you.
Okay.
So if you can see it, you can target.
I don't know
Just
if my magic can
since you can
right.
see it, you can
I don't know if
target.
my magic can cross across worlds, but I'm going to try to blast this aura from this world in the next. I'm going to cast Rend.
Okay. So you're not going to need to roll. If we have any younger viewers, earmuffs.
Ooh, holy cow. I
The
tried to stab a guy in his junk
the
and we didn't hear about
tendril-
that.
the tendril has attached the magic of the place to your yoni.
Oh, to me.
And
Okay.
you unleash a devastating blast through your manhood. So the energy of the tree passes through you and out of Mr. Happy. And it
Wow. Oh, okay.
obliterates. So what the party sees is you do see, because poor Navad, if you don't see this, he'd be like, no, really, there was a guy. You do see Father starting to reform, sort of like Force Ghost style. And Navad's response to that is to stand and kind of
No, please, Mike.
forward, and there's an eruption of power, and Navad obliterates the Spectre. I'm going to say that ends the combat.
Okay. Oh my lord.
Anybody-
Captain Tahna, like me, is scream laughing at this.
Thank
God for that mute, because I scared my
Vaughn
neighbors.
is screaming too because he was not expecting it to go that way. So, I grew...
Torg also screaming because what the Torg? What?
I'm
Men are the most ridiculous creatures that have ever existed.
Oh my lord. So let me just say, I grew up in a rural area, and on a couple of occasions out tromping around, I've as a young boy, I happened to take a whiz on an electric fence.
Oh my gosh.
And the jolt and surprise and agony and screaming of that is kind of what I'm imagining Navad doing. You know, not how he wanted that spell to go, but
is that where the hair went, Shannon? Were you immediately bald? Did you pee on the?
No, I kept my hair for a while. I was probably 13 years old, and I was like, well, I don't know if I'm ever. I don't know if I'm ever going to do anything.
Okay, so
that's some redneck ass shit right there.
Hold on, sorry. Yeah, wait for a second.
Real?
Did you realize what was happening? Did you realize what had happened, or were you just like, "What the fuck"? Like,
no. Like, look, I grew up in an area that, like, across the road is a farm, you know. So, like, I knew what it was.
I've heard this story a lot. I'm from a rural area, and I've heard this story a bunch. So it's just been a while.
Navad drops to his knees. Part of him is smoking.
Which part?
You choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
The tendril that had passed through and out of you is disconnected. And even though you're not directly looking, the tendrils to the 5 women are growing stronger as the knot comes unwoven.
The tentacles to them?
Mm-hmm. It's like what was tied up around Father has come undone and has passed to those 5 women.
Oh, so they've got the mojo now.
Wait, like us?
You think so? No, 5 of the villagers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Wait, like it was coming from them? Like the tendrils were actually coming from them, not
no.
from them,
My take on it was like it was some bad mojo in Jordan's hands, and now it's been released, and it's been passed to them. It's not controlling them. They're in charge of it now.
That seems to be a reasonable guess.
That's kind of how I'm taking it.
All this magic seems to be what's keeping this place green and verdant and keeping the desolation in back.
A bad dude had the mystical flame, and now the 5 women have the mystical flame. That's going to keep this place going.
I would love to come back to the part where you just shot a spell out of your situation.
Let's go back to exactly Diane.
Oh my God.
Runs over to him. Mark will actually work with Torg to make sure that the few people that haven't immediately surrendered and thrown them the weapons are convinced to do so.
I want to flip my vibro cutlass and point it directly at Navad's junk and go, "What was that?"
Hey, say hey to Nomi for me.
Yeah. And she just breaks down laughing and claps you on the shoulder like, okay. You've just become a legend.
Oh my God.
So because this is actually the prologue for the adventure and it's 8 o'clock, I'm going to quickly resolve the end of this. You figure out, you talk to them, you actually find the creepy barn where they were occasionally sacrificing people. So he was the equivalent of a dark druid. So he was the mage. This was his doing. Very powerful magician. But he was using his power to not only make the place green, but to subjugate the people working with him. The 5 women were the people that were doing the rituals with him. So when he died, and you can confirm this over a couple of hours, once you're done soaking your junk and stuff, They will talk to you about how they learned to maintain this from him. That power has now passed to them, making all 5 of them mages.
Okay.
So they're going to be able to maintain Haven by
Okay.
continuing. So that becomes almost Wiccan in that they become kind of a coven together.
Okay.
And they're able to do, and by recommendation of Mark, Diane will take over as the magistrate, the mayor of the village.
Okay.
And everyone there respects her. There are some people that Mark tells you these guys are in kind of permanent shit shoveling detail. The one detail is Mark and Diane would prefer that they not permanently imprison or execute anyone else. Is the group okay with that? I mean, Diane's position is most of them have made amends. Those that haven't, we're going to keep a close eye on. We're in charge now, and we're going to make Haven into something that it's never been.
I mean, I'm into it, but like Tahna is still a pirate captain and is going to lean in and say, all right, Diane, since you're in charge now, let's have a talk about what it's going to take for me to not finish ransacking this place before we move on.
Ooh.
So you look around, and there is almost nothing to ransack. They gave up their earthly possessions.
But where did you give them up to? I will take them from you. You don't need them. You don't even want them.
Make roll a d6 for me. High is good, low is bad.
Okay. 6!
Well, we never really fully searched the Ordnance quarters.
Cool. Stay here. Rebuild your utopian society or literally whatever. I don't care. I'll be back.
So you discover the big crate of earthly possessions he had in a pit under his bedroll, so he could pretend to be all kind of monastic and
Nice.
culty. But he had like booze and girly mags and bolts and a pistol and some ammo, and just clearly once the tent was closed, he was doing the equivalent of playing Game Boy with his pants down. Like the guy was not at all what he presented, which is no surprise.
Yeah.
Upshot is you've got maybe 300 volts worth of trade goods in this crate.
Sweet. And I take a poop on his bedroll.
Nice.
Yeah. And come back out. All right.
Oh,
A little
my
lighter,
God.
a little heavier. We do a good thing.
That's amazing.
All right. Diane is going to suggest, if you're going back into the Desolation, that you leave Bork with her until you're coming back through her to go back to your settlement.
I agree, but I give her a 5-page document on how to feed her, when he takes his water, when he needs to be brushed. He definitely needs to be played with. And do not give him any food that is not on the pre-approved list, because he will eat it all, and he's got a little bit. We're trying to get his weight because diabetes and all. Isn't he so cute? While I'm giving her the list, I do turn to Lord Navad and I make sure that he's still icing his junk. And I will be making sure.
I got my jeans and my robes back on at this point.
Okay.
Maybe walking a little funny. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we are going to cut then. You have traveled a little more than 2 more days through the Desolation. So you encounter, there's nothing to see on the interstate, but interstate. You see Desolation during those 2 days. This is one of the only points of reference that you've seen. The other one is where you're going. And you see it in the distance. You're guided there by Tahna and her maps and familiarity with the local region. This is the Warrens. The Warrens, to remind you, and for those who might be listening who didn't hear this, is one of the few fixed locations in the southwestern Desolation. It was an underground mall that managed to survive the fall mostly intact. Sanders go there to trade and for respite when sandstorms get very bad. It is run by a pure who calls herself Moxie, whose hands-off approach has given the place a kind of Wild West free-for-all vibe. She only intervenes if something threatens the whole place. As you approach, you see the cluster of towers with bright flags that identify the location of the warrens even from a distance. A stream of smoke pours from several chimney vents. As you get closer, you see the partial remains of a parking garage beside the towers, and it is currently housing a cluster of vehicles. A lot of people that have vehicles will just park there, and they have garage facilities. You approach the chimneys because you know that's the way in, at least Tahna has heard. Tahna, you've not personally gone here. You tend to stay out there, but you know where it is because you've sent people with stuff to trade here. There are two men standing on guard. They're armored and have chest plates emblazoned with smiley faces. There is a service elevator, the kind that comes up to ground level, like the one they have in New York. And there's a sign tacked to the kind of grating in front of it that says, "Welcome guests, caveat emptor, watch your ass." Good evening. Welcome to the Warrens.
Hello. Who are you?
Embarrassingly enough, Warren.
Interesting. Well, I'm Captain Tahna.
I really don't need to know. I'd prefer to not.
Well, then move out of the way and we'll continue on.
I'm not in the way. It's right there.
You're here. It feels like even if you're not like literally blocked, it doesn't matter.
We've got the bright thing in the thing. No, I understand.
Yeah.
A lot of settlements you have to report in. No. Just don't cause a bunch of trouble. Just go do your, and if you have to kill somebody, like take into a dark alley or something and get rid of the body. Like just don't make a big problem and everything's gonna be fine.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, you look like you got your shit together.
Oh my God, thank you. I'm going to take one of the dirty magazines and like rip just a random page out and give it to him as a tip.
Look at this. This article's called Butthole Pleasures.
Yeah, there you go.
Bless you, Captain.
Of course.
Captain from your dress. And he leans it a little and kind of halfway points to Wynona. Maybe this doesn't look maybe to be her kind of place. Well, I'm betting it's maybe yours. So maybe keep an eye on her.
Noted.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
We're going to stand farther aside from the elevator. Come on, Bill. So you take the elevator, and it's literally just a pull a thing, and it goes down. And there's a call button for one that's on the other side. So it does the ride down, and it goes down roughly 3 floors. So this was intentionally subterranean, and it opens up, and this is a site that none of you have seen, including Tom. So this is very cyberpunk, it's got power. So everything here is lit up. So there's old repurposed neon signs. There's a lot of string lights. There's, accent lights on things. So this is very like a middle of Blade Runner downtown with different signs calling to you for different things. And there are clusters of shops. Everything's lit up. Hundreds of people, very lively. There's a thing that is modern non-apocalypse people, at least until the third. We were used to the idea of a din in a public place. At least we were until 6 months ago. This is not something that most wasters know, right? Like you're in small groups. Wow, wasters are responsibly isolating. So this city is not that. This is a press of people. So the minute the elevator opens and the big door opens, there's that lively noise, which is new to all of you. So it's dry. There's a smell of dry, reprocessed air that's got a tinge of the machines used to keep it breathable. And then, like any environment like this, there's like food stand smell, right? So there's that there's got to be a row of booths doing street food. So all of that kind of comes rolling over you. And just I'm assuming to some, it's probably very welcome, might even bring a smile, and maybe to others more of a, huh. But there you are, and Warren lies ahead.
While we're still on the elevator, I think as Tahna, like after those couple days of travel to get all the way here, she kind of put all of the trade goods that she looted from that place kind of on her person. She's gonna unstrap like a little bundle of it, like just a small amount, maybe 30 or 40 volts worth, and hand it over to Wynona and just say, Doc, it might get a little weird down there. Everyone, we're all gonna keep an eye on her. And if you get separated, if something happens, bribe first, then shoot, and then give her some bribe money, essentially.
So the other half of the nudie magazine.
Yeah, the rest of the magazine is just what I give you.
A can of Pringles, like 6 bullets, like a gift pack. It's almost like a welcome basket for thugs.
Yeah, there's a bath bomb in there.
Yeah, but in Nuked, bath bomb is a bath bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right. So will you start asking after, relatively discreetly, but it's only so discreet you can be, but you can start asking after Pike?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you start asking around. You can also pick up things like Goldwater, you're able to get a set of binoculars. So you can give Tahna back her monocular. And don't worry about the bolts because you've got enough on you that you can add. We'll add that to your sheet. You've got a proper set of binoculars. Little things like you probably pick up extra things to repair armor that you've got. Those of you that have guns, there's entire booths that have flashing signs that say ammo. A couple of them to draw attention have thong-clad dancers singing songs about ammo and best place to buy, that kind of nonsense. So you do a little light shopping, little, lizard and roach on a stick, kind of snacking if you like. And you are told, Tahna. So is Tahna doing most of the interviews, asking people, talking, or is someone else taking the lead on that?
I'm happy to do it unless someone else wants to
I feel like
and insight are going to be the key skills here.
Which one? Sorry, the
persuade and insight.
I've got a 7 in persuade and a 6 in insight. So.
Hi.
Pretty close.
Wait, where the heck did? Oh, there they are.
It's probably not Torg. Okay, so mostly Tahna.
No.
Mostly Tahna.
I can back her up.
Okay, yeah. Well, you're used to running interviews. Okay, so you are told after, we get a shopping montage and I have to put an order for a lot of expensive CGI stuff that we can't afford. A nice walk through of this city space. And you meet somebody. Where are these? Oh, here it is. Okay. So you're talking to a little dog boy. So like I said, about half of the mutants have some element from the animal or even insect kingdom, and they're partially that. And they're not any kind of interbred, and they're not evolved. The theory is they have devolved in some way. So for example, Wynona is a fox mutant. So he's a dog boy. And he seems, no need for an insight roll, it's pretty obvious in his face. He recognizes you. And when you're talking to him, he is afraid. So this is the same kind of weird fear you've been picking up. I'm sorry, Captain. I thought you were still out there.
Why would you think that, little dog boy?
I hear stories.
Stories from whom?
Oh, I don't know. The kind of stories you hear at the clubs over drinks, you hear people talking about the black spot still sails. And woe to those that don't give up the goods.
Do I have a sense that this weird bump up of legend lore around me is very recent?
It seems to have happened since you left.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. All right.
Pike, you said though, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I heard that Pike, a guy named Pike, was a regular at Ugly.
Ugly.
That's a club. Go right down to where the guy is performatively shitting, and then hang a right past the store that says mince, mince, mince. And then you want the place that says pies that doesn't sell pies. At the end of that street is Ugly.
Thank you very much.
So I'm safe then?
From me?
Yeah.
And I like roll the coin up and then bite it in half and just chew it and swallow it, or like whatever little like piece of metal. For now.
So
And then just give him a little wink.
Dog boys are notoriously their bladders are not particularly strong.
No!
You made the dog boy pee his pants.
Oh no, he's gonna piddle.
Dog boys. Well, he doesn't seem embarrassed by it. But the response to the implied threat there was a release of bodily fluids.
Oh.
And he, I'm Pete.
Oh, buddy.
You have a great day. Enjoy Ugly. And he backed away.
I tell him that he can be potty trained. I do have a dog.
No.
It's possible. I can give you some tips if we run into together.
That'd be nice.
The key is right after you eat, just immediately go outside. Right after you drink, immediately go outside. And don't eat anything 2 hours before you go to sleep.
Oh, okay, thank you. Thanks so much. Here, and he digs, and he's got a little piece of really old Halloween candy. He hands it to me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Woo! And he heads up. So the group follows the directions and goes down to the end. And there's a big.
I'm gonna try to assuage Preston's question and just peek my head into pies.
Yeah. You have to look.
Yeah, what's going on in pies?
What is happening at pies?
There is a guy selling sausages.
Well, now I know. Great.
Hello. Would you like some sausages?
Why is your shop named Pies if you sell sausage?
I haven't raised enough to change the sign.
Oh.
Well, I hope you do. I hope you do at some point. I'll buy a sausage from you.
Oh, thank you. Here you go. Groundworm. Paprika's the key. And you discover very quickly as he wraps and hands it to you why he's not selling these sausages. He's making for them from things that live in the ruined mall. There you go.
Well, this is disgusting. That's why you're not making any money.
Oh. Should I go back to making pies then?
Are they made out of this?
No.
What are they made out of?
Well, mostly berries and...
Yes, go back to making pies. You had a great business plan.
Someone told me meat was more profitable.
I disagree. They're hardly a renewable resource. The amount of food that you're getting off of the animals you're making into this is very limited. So in the end, it's not cost efficient.
Are you an administrator, sir?
I'm a special agent for the IRS.
Oh, what do I owe?
Well, how much have you made this year?
40 volts.
Then you don't owe anything. That's terrible.
Consider me shamed.
Here, and I hand him a bunch. I'm like, you actually get a return this year for the loss you've had. Here's some forms. I'll be back next year to check on you.
I'll have a pie waiting for you.
Don't bribe me. And then I leave.
So Ugly has the vibe of a restaurant.
Oh.
So it's got a big, we lost to Shannon.
Yeah. It made the screen look great. I did actually have something I wanted to talk to Tahna about real quick too. It doesn't need to be a 2 or anything.
Go right ahead while we're waiting to see if the world restores itself.
I'll try to work on the straight of the background, guys.
What's happening here?
Oh, fun stuff. Somebody's camera turned off. Shannon.
Whoopsie.
No, okay. All our screens were wonky.
And now we're in the wrong place. It's fine. Captain Tahna.
I got dropped. I think it threw everybody off.
Yeah, it did. It's okay.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's all good. It happens.
Bye-bye.
When I was listening to your conversation with the dog boy and some other conversations, seems like your reputation, as you put it, has been increased in the time that you have been out of the wastes. That's correct, right?
Very astute, yes.
So, and I'm sure you have thought of this, but I feel like it should be said out loud. It does seem strange that it's happening. Is it possible that someone has stolen your identity or has similar abilities that may be making people think that you are doing something that you are not because of their actions being so similar to yours?
Oh. I'm not too proud to admit that did not occur to me. Huh.
Well, I always find it best to say what I'm thinking just in case it had not occurred to someone else, but I do like to assume that everyone around me is intelligent.
Well, hopefully one of these days I prove you right.
Well, it's something to think about.
Yeah.
So you arrive at Ugly. It's got a big garage sign up front, lots and lots of flashing lights. The bribe is, like early 2000s restaurant. So there are like it's cross between that and like gentleman's club with little stages. When you walk in, you see that there are dancers on the 3 stages, but they are paunchy, unattractive, middle-aged men, and they're wearing little half shirts and really tight, shiny shorts. And it's a little like there's a place in Chicago where the bit is the waitresses are mean to you. And the bit here seems to be the patrons are really mean to the dancers. So these awkward, unattractive, paunchy men in little tiny outfits are kind of hustling down, and the people are just like, "You're horrific! I need bleach for my eyes!" And they're just raining abuse on these guys. The waiters here are all female, and they're all wearing not speed suits, like coveralls. It's the one shot thing, covered in pockets, and they have a lot of like condiments and extra silverware and shit in the pockets.
They have pockets?
They have literally an embarrassment. They obviously had extra pockets.
They have Rob Liefeld levels of pockets.
Liefeld plus, yeah.
Yeah, Liefeld. Yeah.
So you are led to a table, and one of the waiters comes over, has a little patch, like a mechanic's patch, that says Nancy. Hey, welcome to Ugly. Do you want a complimentary basket of rotten fruit and vegetables to throw at the dancers?
Torg have question here. Torg want to know if these dancers get compensate for being terrible, humiliated.
Oh yeah, and they're all total bastards. I mean, we wouldn't hire them otherwise.
Oh, okay. Torg just want to make sure this on the up and up, and they not sad slave old man.
Yeah. That guy there, that guy that tried to hit on the boss during the interview was hired immediately.
Oh, great. Then yes, complimentary rotted things to throw at rotten men. Yes, please.
You want a shit basket? I'll get one right over.
Ooh.
Start you off with a pitcher of drinks?
Yes,
Sure.
please. I live here
Torg
now.
can drink. Yes.
Okay, so she comes back with a basket of rotten shit to throw and a big pitcher, and gives you all glasses. Pours for the 3 ladies and not for the 2 gentlemen, but there are 2 extra glasses for them. You want sliced like weasel, or you want like moob steak? I got moob steak.
I'm already like drinking whatever they gave us to wash the taste of that shitty sausage out of my mouth.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything but sausage, anything but sausage.
Oh, did
Torg
you
want to have whatever your specialty is.
Did you go to Pies?
Yes, I was curious, and my curiosity did not pay off.
Don't buy the one called Alan. It's actually made from a guy named Alan.
I did not buy that one, and I advised him to go back to making pies.
Yeah, he was all right at pies. I don't know what possessed him.
So it seems like there's a lot of business models in this town that are suspect. I look for them.
So at this point, they call out 3 new dancers, and one of them is Pike.
What?
Yep.
He's just there?
There's a middle-aged, worn down, scarred and scabby goblin in a tight half shirt and little kind of satin shorts, shaking this groove thing on stage 2, and he looks utterly humiliated. The more humiliated the dancer is, the more the crowd is excited about hurling abuse and fruit at them. So he's a favorite because he looks absolutely miserable.
Can I call over a waitress and just
Yeah, Nancy heads over.
Yeah.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Hi. Just what are our parameters? Like, yes, we have a basket of things to huck. If I want to do something a little more and a little personal, do I just pay you in advance? Do I just cover bodily harm?
You can't touch the dancers. Standard stripper rules.
Mm-hmm.
They want to negotiate alone time in the upstairs rooms.
Oh, I would love that.
Their rates are up to them. And
okay.
If they're consenting, we turn, who cares? This is, you're in the Warrens. You be you, sister.
I super love everything happening here. And I'm very into it. And she's going to she was in the center of the booth and is going to scramble up and over and just let the group know, I'll be back. And I want to make a beeline for Pike.
You watch her walking from table to table.
Yeah, just across it. Doesn't give a.
It's like the camera shot is on Tahna's boots, as they stride.
So the people watch her. She draws attention, obviously. And I'm going to say that there's kind of a crackling aura of shadow around her as she's getting closer. And the people aren't necessarily mostly afraid. They kind of pick up their drinks and move them so that she can get access. But about 1 in 6 seems to recognize her, yells the equivalent of, "Oh, fuck," and flees the restaurant. So you're halfway there when Pike sees you. His reaction is to mutter shit and to stop dancing. And he just stands there.
Now don't stop. Do your job. For once in your worthless fucking life, do your job.
She's really into this place. She's doing it perfectly from what I can tell.
Yeah, okay.
He's really abusing that cancer on 2. She must really be into him.
2 6s.
So here's the thing about intimidation. It's about, like interrogation, it's about breaking someone down. If someone is broken down all the way, there's nothing to break.
Yeah.
So despite the fact that you gave, you wouldn't admit this to anyone, but when you were younger, you would do the cold line to the beer.
Yeah, of course.
Just right. And you delivered a perfect, chilling line. His reaction is Wednesday. He just kind of sags.
Nice. All right. Why don't you and I go get some alone time together? Huh? She's just looking to get a rise out of him.
Yeah, I consent. It's on me. All right.
I want to look back.
Nancy goes like this.
I want to make eye contact with Torg and just kind of head nod them over to come with me.
Okay. Everybody can go around back because you made contact with Nancy and he made it okay, weirdly. She actually kind of gestures to somebody who must be a bouncer, also female. They get out of your way. You go around the side, there's stairs upside, and there's a sign up there with an arrow on it and says, "Beatings must commence." And you head around, and the tone of the rooms up here is not sex, it's sadomasochism, right?
Nice.
So every room has things to beat on other people with, hung for handy nails.
Nice.
But what are the rooms?
Hostile sort of
Yeah,
situation.
yeah, it really is. Yeah. So the group all ends up in one of these nasty little take it out on these dudes' rooms.
Nice.
Oh wait, I thought it was just Torg that was going with.
Did you indicate?
Oh, whatever. Let's bring the whole squad.
Yeah,
No
she
need,
just
no need to leave
indicated
anyone
for-
behind. I did
for Torg to
initially,
come.
I
Yeah.
initially indicated for Torg to come, but like we don't have to leave people out on this. Like, y'all, let's go. It's a party.
All right.
It's like shuffling down the, you know.
Well, and literally, as you
hallway.
pet the bouncer, she'll say, "Oh, it's a party, huh? Paid extra."
Torg says, "Family reunion."
Yuck, she said. So Nevada, Goldwater, and Wynona have the option to not go up to the nasty bondage rooms. It's entirely up to you.
Navad, do you think that you're ready to see something like this?
I mean, there's a bunch of things that have happened to me recently that I wasn't ready for. So, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that maybe we should just stay down here, let them do their thing.
I'll stay with Navad, Lord Navad. Make him feel more comfortable. Not sure what Goldwater wants to do.
There's no fight up there, right? Like, there's not going to be any.
Doesn't look like it.
Then I won't go up.
Yeah, and also the people in the bar would be looking a little askance at the men going up because the dynamic is definitely femdom.
Yeah, I think we picked up on. We'd be like, okay, we'll chill. We're gonna chill down here.
All right, so it's gonna be Torg and Tahna and good old Pike. So he sits down on one of the little stools there. All right, you found me.
Where's my ship? And why the fuck shouldn't I beat you to death up here? With all of these handy tools.
Torg just asked that Torg get one swing. That's all Torg wants.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Do some shopping.
You could probably do better than this shit. You don't have your turkey slicer anymore?
You don't get to ask me about what I do and don't have anymore.
All right.
Pike.
So you probably figured out I couldn't handle being captain.
Yeah. Never thought you could.
Yeah, well, I thought I could. Hubris of youth, right? After Wild Phil and the others left, I sold the ship.
You sold
Yeah.
my ship?
So
Look.
before he said this, Torg was just like walking around, picking up things, going like, just like weighing options and like playing around with each one and like having fun. But as soon as Torg hears that the ship has been ship has been sold, Torg drops the whatever's in Torg's hands, and so there's a very large clatter. So it's just immediate, just like, and then Torg just go, Torg, sorry, but what?
Look, I mean, I'm going to be frank, because why bother being anything else at this point? You were weak. You lost your ship. Looks like I was weak too.
Then who has it?
Some dude named Ramos.
No. No.
He was really horny to have it. He bid more than it was worth.
Torg, just a little update. When I was but a wee lass, I engineered a bit of a mutiny myself and took Ramos's ship from him, just so we're all caught up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I heard that he sailed southwest. I haven't seen him or his new crew for years.
Well, who did he keep? I mean, please forgive Torg for stepping on questions, Captain. However, Torg curious if any of the same of Tahna's crew still stayed on, or is it all new people?
By now, I wouldn't know. I mean, when Phil, so I don't know if you know this, but Phil, remember him? He left.
Yeah, we've seen God. Ugh. And I'm just gonna backhand him.
You backhand him strongly enough to knock him off the stool, and he goes clattering on the ground. He groans, but again, he's been broken down enough that he was dancing at ugly. Like, so he is like, the crawl on his belly thing would be what, Tuesday? He
Yeah.
so he like takes a deep breath and then gets up. I respect your slap. I'm just getting back up so you can do it again when you feel the need. He sits back down on the stool. If I'm down there, you can't do it again. Yeah, he took maybe half the crew, something like that, with him, leaving me with the half. And that's what I meant. I couldn't make him stay. I guess he always kind of wanted you to be captain, but we reached a tipping point and they went along. So I was left with only a few people, and that wasn't enough. And I couldn't really draw other people. And look at me, I'm not commanding. So, there were a couple that signed on with Ramos, but I'm guessing most of his crew is new.
Okay. But how did you go from all of the money from the fuck off to this?
He grins, and you see that he's got a gold tooth that he didn't used to have. Look, you know how it is. How many times did we do a raid, come away with more than we could carry, even on a ship, and then within a month we were skinned?
Fair.
So it was like that. I mean, I had a payout, but a payout isn't a career or a job. And the minute I ran through that, what were my prospects? Nobody on another ship would hire me, with good reason. Word got around. It's not like I was ever handy with a weapon. I was reasonably good at what I did for you until that fucked that up.
Yeah, you were. So
because I thought I could do better. Because I had to wipe puke off your face so many times when we needed you that I thought maybe if I stepped up, I was a pretty good adjutant and I could motivate all right, and I could, pass out the booze rations and divide up salvage and the kind of shit you didn't want to do. And that's fine. All I really needed you to do was lead. And when you were okay, you did. You were great. But you were, back in the day, not okay more often than you were.
Yeah.
So I took a shot. It was a mistake and it got me here. And you know what? I don't even resent it because it's my doing. So I shake my fat ass. I get paid nothing. They throw shit at me and I feel like I got it coming.
Okay. I have one more question for you before I leave you to all of this.
Yeah.
Why do they keep calling me the Black Spot?
I assumed you were out there. I assumed you found your ship and that you were out there because I keep hearing these stories.
Yeah. Huh.
And I also, I saw what you do. I know what you can do at your best or at your worst. So I assumed it was you because, yeah, those stories, shit. I would just start wearing some of the black spot on it. You'd get people to surrender. Wouldn't need to fight her off, nothing. It'd be great, sweet. If you're going to go, I'm assuming you're going to go after this Ramos guy, right?
Yeah, you know I am.
Look, there's a guy here, it's a guide named Crambo. I give you directions. He knows this area pretty well. Maybe he can point you some direction so you can go at least the right direction when you look.
Thank you, Pike. I came here thinking that I was going to, bury my blade in your gut.
I wouldn't have resented it.
Yeah. Well, we all have things to make up for. I'm going to go get my ship back. And once you're done, wasting away in this little purgatory. Get your shit together and come find the fuck off. Okay?
He brushes away a tear and looks away. Do me a favor, knock me off the stool one more time.
Oh my God, so gladly. And she's just gonna like lean back and just cold cock him, just dead in the face.
So, boom, and he spins around.
Oh, it's not a backhand, it's just a full punch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you turn it
Just right in the mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. So a short time later, the Torg and Tahna come back down to the group. The bouncer says, "You ladies have fun?"
Torg, I feel like I didn't give you enough opportunities to get some hits in. Do we want to go back up? I've got some extra volts.
Torg feel conflict. Torg feel like there's no joy and hurting him.
Yeah.
And just no feel cathartic. Torg not feel worth it.
You see that guy dancing right there? His name is Martin, and he's trying to push a multi-level marketing scheme. Real piece of shit. If you want to take him upstairs, I hear he runs pretty cheap. If you want to get some hits in.
Thank you so much. Torg, why don't we go circle back up with the group and,
You mind if Torg blow up little
by all
steam?
means. Can I offer, I want to offer up some volts, like just press them into their hand. Like,
So, Tahna will update the group. Torg, you
Yeah.
beat the shit out of Amway?
yes.
First, Torg, before Torg beat the crap out of MLM Man, Torg gives him a very stern yelling to about how much danger he puts in people and how he's an absolute scourge on society. And every single time, with every point that Torg makes, Torg takes finger and points him in the forehead so hard that it just keeps getting bruised over and over and over and over again.
3 more level 2 people, you can be making 40 extra votes a week. So Tahna, you fill in your companions? Okay. So I'm trying to get this last bit in. We're going to do our break at 9. So you go over to where Pike told you this Crambo dude was. It's actually a squad. So it's a part of the complex that's not otherwise used, so it's a little out of the way. And he's in an old abandoned menswear store, and it's all boarded up. And goes to knock. Guy answers the door. He's a gnarly, dusty old dude in a duster with a big floppy hat and a big tangly gray beard.
Hi. Does he look like nice? Does he look like a nice person?
No, he looks like he can never get the Desolation dust off him. So he definitely looks like a duster. He's probably a guy just by looking at him. Like he's got like red dust under his fingernails. It's in his coat, in the threads of his coat. He's somebody that has spent most of his life in the sands. As far as his vibe, give me an insight check.
Sweet. Can't count. 3 successes.
Yeah, kind of laconic. Like he is his job, does his job. You don't get any kind of like nice, not nice. Just kind of he's a guy. He's attractive. That's what he does.
You know what? I'm gonna hand this one off. Like Tahna has done more talking today than she ever wants to do ever again.
Fair.
And I just want to like nudge Goldwater forward. I can't.
So you give him a little bit of a like, I just can't
Please.
anymore.
Yeah, she's just like clouded in shadow and
you're
and
out of
brooding.
Post-apocalyptic spoons at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Now, I apologize. I did step away for a moment.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The conversation was going. So what are we trying to get from this dude?
He knows where Ramos is, and Ramos has my ship.
Gotcha. And what's his name?
I don't remember.
Crambo.
Cranbo.
And the name of the ship is the Fuck Off.
Yeah.
I remember that. Hello, my name is IRS Special Agent Goldwater. I believe your name is Cranbo, is that correct?
Yeah, it's not actually my name, but that's what they call me.
Okay. Well, I am in pursuit of a sand ship named the Fuck Off. Do you know of it?
No.
Do you know a gentleman named Ramos?
No.
Can I get a read on this dude? See if he's lying to me?
Insight?
Insight. Okay. Insight. I'm pretty good at that.
Helps when you're a tax guy.
Yeah.
Just partial successes.
He seems to literally not know. It doesn't seem to light him up.
Well, we were given information that you might be able to assist us in finding the ship or finding Ramos.
Yeah, you got any other names for me? I mean,
would you happen to know a Captain Tahna? Does that name ring any bells?
you mean the Black Spot?
Yes.
Oh, that's what they call the ship too. Yeah, I've been tracking that for years now.
Ah, excellent. I believe we are at similar purposes. It may seem that my information is out of date, but we are looking for the ship that the Black Spot.
I got information. You got volts. I mean, I am a professional.
I do have volts.
All right. So you negotiate. No need. You're not exactly loaded, but because of a couple of your scores, you have enough that we don't have to worry about the mechanics of it. You barter with him a bit. He's kind of expensive. You talk him down a little bit. He tells you, well, the stories, they caught my interest. I hear strange things, like she pulls victims to their death, drowning them in the sand. Strange things. So I started keeping track, and come in, just you, not all the rest of these. Come on in. Agent Goldwater. That's hilarious, by the way. Come on. And he's got on the wall, he's got like a map that he's done of that region. And he's got little dots of ink. I mean, I was thinking too modern. He wouldn't, it's the waste. He wouldn't have like, stickers or pigments. No. Let's say he's using a bingo marker to just, and you see a track that's going, it's kind of southeast of where you are. And there's a whole bunch of them, about 12. This is sightings. And I can, if you're looking to see this for yourself, I can give you an area to start looking.
I'll take that information, yes.
All right, well, let me make you a map. I'm not going to pull that down, but I can make you a map. Can you read maps?
Yes.
Excellent. What proper IRS agent couldn't, huh? And he kind of nudges you.
Yes.
You're the best. America. And he starts making a map. He comes out with a map of recent sightings. Do you share the weird information with Tahna?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you hear the bit about the drownings and...
Yeah. That's not... Okay, I think you were right, Goldwater.
I don't like being right when it's a situation like this, but... Can you believe he laughed at me? He laughed at me. We should go.
And with that, we're going to take a 5-minute bio break. So, Colt, can we have the intermission? And we'll see everybody back in about roughly 5 minutes.
Is he cute though? Oh crap!
Oh, Ramos is super cute.
Oh no!
Because that kind of character has to be,
Vamos.
So I'm picturing being played. I'm humiliated. I don't remember the name. Who played Inigo Montoya?
Oh, I don't know that actor's name.
Andy Patinkin.
So I'm picturing a young model,
There we go. Mandy Patinkin.
like Mandy Patinkin, like at 26, like that kind of
What just happened?
All right, so the group is headed out into the Desolation again. It is cold.
Just a heads up. Torg wants to give a little heads up.
Yeah.
For some reason, my mouse pad stopped working, so I can't like go over to my sheet. So
When you need anything, ask Colt. He's got your sheet.
I got you, Jen. It's pulled up.
Wanted to give a heads up.
Torg's got Torg's biostats like stapled on your back, and you can't reach them.
I love the idea.
I just have my tap screen working.
In a post-apocalyptic
mute myself.
period, having janky equipment is entirely on brand. So we're all for it.
Torg's so in character.
All right, so you're headed out into the Desolation. So what I want to do now is something we've done a couple times in the past. I would like everyone. Does everyone have a D12?
Yes.
Oh, not right next to me.
Okay.
I mean,
So
I own several.
So
I can
everybody,
go grab one.
everybody roll 3d6 and add it.
Okay.
Sorry, I just have a D12 fetish. It's a problem I have.
Oh, I gotta show you. I got a new set of dice, and the D12 is by far the prettiest. You want me to do it? I'm just gonna show you. This is so off topic. I'm so sorry. It's lapis lazuli. Please, camera, do your job. It's not gonna.
Oh, that's great.
Oh,
with
well,
gold
that's
inlay.
a nightmare. I'm sorry, it won't refocus, but
No,
it's really cute.
And Lapis is one of my favorite characters from Steven Universe.
You know about Steven?
Oh,
We're friends.
Hey, that is. I'm gonna dump this right after this comment, and we'll. One of my group's jokes that we have a switch that we pull. We go entirely off topic, and somebody will just reach up like they're pulling a knife switch, to just as a hint to bring it back. So I'm gonna pull the lever after this. I strongly associate with his dad.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Universe is one of the best fathers. Like he lives in a thing, but it's because he chooses to be close to his kid. He's loving and supportive. He's a musician. He's a big sloppy goof. I fucking love him.
Oh,
right.
Before you do that lever,
Mhm.
before you do,
For Jenna,
we can't really stop the Steven Universe sidebar without mentioning the fact that Barrett and I's first dance at our wedding was to a Steven Universe song.
Which one? Sorry, that was so much yelling. I had follow-up questions. I'll ask them politely.
And I'm gonna try not to tear up. Our anniversary's in 2 days, so our wedding anniversary.
Happy anniversary!
I know, and we'd already decided we wanted oh my god, I was just gonna
Something entirely new.
Thank you, something entirely new to be our song, and then he surprised me by finding the Spanish language version and extending the song so it was longer for the dance, and also so that it had the Spanish language version of the song in it.
Oh, Tribe, you are not a piece of shit.
That's really good.
He's crying.
Oh my god, you
Barrett,
They're so cute.
back about you. Mwah.
It is a horror game. So
Okay, here we go.
Thoughts and emotions.
Get back into it.
So everybody rolled a 3d6 and added them together. What were the results?
I got a 12.
12,
10.
10.
9.
13. Oh, sorry.
So 10, 12.
Wynona is still rolling.
9 to 10.
I got a 13.
Okay.
Can't hold that up with the two hands.
13,
No,
19,
no, I can't.
Okay.
12.
So there's two, the one that's the same are the two 10s.
I'm a 9.
Aren't there two 12s?
Wynona and I got a 12. Jess and I roll the same all the time. I don't know what that is.
Absolutely true. All right. So
She's my mom.
as you're traveling, I know you're both improvisers, so we have a scene between Dr. Wynona and Lord Navad.
Okay.
The topic's entirely up to you. My suggestion, I think Wynona's a little concerned about Navad's health, considering his recent.
Wiener magic.
Uh,
That is the medical term for what happened to him. By the way.
Please, no. I mean, I don't want this to be what's on Torg's fist, but if someone tried to punch you with the words "wiener magic" on their fist.
So, Colt, if you're agile enough, could you do Wynona and Navad in the 2-up, please? I hate to dump these sudden ones on you, but
It's all good.
all right. So, scene.
Hey, bud. How's
Hey.
it going?
It's pretty good. I mean, a lot to think about.
What you've seen a lot. You've done a lot this past few months. We've been through a lot. Life has changed. I know for me internally, I'm not the same person I was. Physically, I am. But speaking of physically, have you changed at all since the as the captain puts it, wiener magic?
I mean, I don't think so. Not really.
Not
It's kind of
really.
made me like less interested in my body and more thinking about thoughts, if that makes sense.
It does make sense.
Hey,
Yeah.
I didn't tell anybody, but you know how like back at the place and the satyr guys and
Colt
now there's
Island.
and the witches.
Yeah.
There's like magical energy that they were like doing,
Yeah.
and that's how it kept it open. That old guy Merlin back at the place, he says there's a magical sign down there, back at our base, back at the Shire, and that's why people don't attack us there. And so I'm just thinking like maybe I should learn more magic so that I can like, I don't know, like make cool protective bubbles and stuff.
I think that's great.
Don't tell the other guys because like I don't know how to do it yet.
I would never. You know, I as a doctor, the HIPAA law says I can't disclose any information to anyone. And I know this isn't medically speaking, but I just want you to know that you can trust me, you know. And
Okay.
you know, if you want to take that route, I 100% support you. But again, is your penis okay? I mean, can I have a look? I'm a doctor. I would look at you with doctor eyes. It would not be.
Well, if you could take a look at it, just don't look me in the eyes when you do.
I can't.
Because then you wouldn't really be looking at it.
I only have two eyes.
Right. Yeah, it'd be weird if you were like that doctor back at the thing that Phil, he had a lot of eyes. He could have looked me in the eyes and then also looked at my stuff. That would have been so. I tried to make those guys stab themselves in the junk. That was
Everything looks normal. Everything, you're good.
Oh, we're done. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
didn't even. It was painless. I didn't even notice.
you made an assumption there.
Oh,
I'm going to need you to make a medicine roll.
sorry about that.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Oh.
5. Partial.
So partial. He's going to be a little tender for a while. You can recommend a poultice to help him heal. It's probably going to hurt when he pees for about a week. You would not suggest sexual activity. And now make a sense roll, please.
Wynona or me?
Why not?
Okay.
You're looking away.
I'm like, we're just talking,
Yeah.
you know.
I do ask you to cough. Partial sense.
It's glowing a little.
I don't know how to say this without startling you, Navad, but This could be a good thing, right? Let's look at the positive side. You're glowing, just a hair. No, I don't think that with your pants on, no one can tell. Kind of cool, right?
Look, I got skulls for pupils. I can do this with my head. I put the death head on. What's a little bit of a glowing unit? It's just like more cool stuff.
I no sexual activity, as I mentioned earlier. That also does include yourself. You know what I mean? Don't want to get too.
Yeah. No. It hurts to go to the bathroom, so I'm not. That's why I was thinking more thoughts. I can't think about other stuff.
Keep an eye on it for me. If it does continue to glow, let me know. If it changes glowy colors, if it sparkles, glitter, just let me know.
Oh, maybe it'll change colors like Nomi's eyes, like depending on my mood. Like it could go through different colors. Or maybe it could get maybe like Captain Tahna, it could get all shadowy when I'm like super excited. That'd be great.
Maybe. I would hope so. Just please let me know. Keep me updated, and I will have to examine you probably daily.
Okay. Sounds good.
Back to full, please.
Oh, wow.
So as you're traversing, it is cold, desolate, and terrible, and it's been a long trip. I need to know how you will be keeping your spirits up, or if you are not bothering.
My problem is my character is very brooding, but I am in tears from laughter. So I don't know what Captain Tahna is going to do. Because a member of my crew right now has a lava lamp for a dick.
So over time, you'll figure out that it is his aura. So were other people looking at it, it's not like it's literally glowing like a glow stick. The magic, wow. I'm telling another man the magic's in your penis. Go figure. Over time, the glow will get less pronounced. I've just described aging. So you're traveling across the open sands. So it sounds like no one is keeping up the spirits. You don't have the equivalent of a bard. And eventually the pullback shot of the group walking with Fellowship in the Ring, you're all kind of like half not looking at each other. And it's not a terrifically cheery thing. I'm going to need everyone to make a willpower save.
Yeah. Willpower. I failed this last time.
What's my willpower?
You gotta roll 6s, right?
You got 3.
At this point, even a partial will do it.
I got
I never make these rolls. Never.
Did anyone fail?
Got 2 6s and a 5.
Hold on, I'm still leading you, right?
You can't lead someone at this, unfortunately.
I don't know why you're not going to let me yell at him to be happy. Buck up.
You absolutely
You're good.
you
You're
can't
good.
do that. I'm not sure that's not counterproductive, though.
Probably.
It sounds like bad parenting to me. We're at Disney. Why don't you shut the fuck up and shake the hand of the damn mouse? Okay, so only poor Goldwater failed to save. Okay, you know of condition funk. So the condition of funk is going to give you penalties if you don't shake.
on the one.
Not condition funky. That's a different condition.
All right.
Condition funk. So the group will notice, especially Tahna, who's been effectively leading, that after a couple of days of travel, Goldwater's making dragging ass a little bit, and the trip is just clearly getting to him.
Petulant, not funk.
You
I don't want
it out here.
He hasn't gotten over being laughed at. Like he just.
Wow, you know what? That's actually a solid observation.
I also hate this place.
Yeah.
You've had nothing but bad luck out here.
I hate it.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
I don't. Okay. Now, I think we've established pretty solidly that I am not a great captain all the time, but I'm at least good enough to notice that you are lying. What's wrong? Do you miss the sandstorms and the little bugs eating your like whole face and body and stuff?
No, but I'm expecting them to come back at any moment.
Okay, that's a super fair thing to be worried about. But what's going on? I'm trying to get hyped to go and kill this dude. And honestly, like, you're pulling me out of my zone to be in your zone. So what's going on?
Okay. Well, the last time I was here, someone I cared about got killed. Okay. So I don't like it. I don't like it here. And I'm worried. I'm worried about my friends. I'm worried about you. I'm worried about me, not as much, but I'm worried that someone else is going to die here. By a trap or by worms that live under the ground or monsters with claws. I mean, this is maybe the most dangerous place in the world, and here we are traipsing through it so you can get your ship back, so that I can have a gun, a big gun.
It is a very nice gun, but your point is well taken. But I don't know, man. The whole world is super dangerous and scary and terrible. And maybe this is a different kind of terrible, but I don't know.
Wynona, up ahead and to your right, you see an arm reached up out of the sand that appears to be frozen. So picture the arm like the end of Carrie, just frozen in place.
Or don't.
Hey, friends. There's a body part right there. Don't want to alarm anyone.
Okay, hold what I was saying about this place not being that terrible. That sounds fucked. What?
Yeah,
I got binoculars now.
So when we would do the camera shot through the binoculars, binocular POV, and as you sweep, there is 7 bodies that are frozen and buried in the sand in such a way that it looks like they were frozen in place while drowning.
Mm-hmm.
I'll report that back to everybody.
So parts of the bodies are up above the level of the sand, and the rest is below the sand. And what's up, they're all like in like panicked drowning poses and are frozen.
I want to get there.
Torg.
Yeah, go Torg.
So, apologies. Torg just feel like Torg have to say this. Torg don't think we should walk over there. Torg have feeling that is sort of quicksand situation.
Now, this is related to what's happening with Tahna. This is related to the fake black spot. And we do need to investigate it.
I sprint in that direction.
Huh?
I follow pretty quickly.
So you see that the sand around the bodies is not frozen, just the bodies. It also doesn't appear to be disturbed.
Do I recognize any of the bodies?
One of them.
Who is it?
Someone that you called Montego.
Uh,
Montego would work in the rigging and was good with a knife.
So is Montego one of my men or one of like Ramos's original men?
One of the ones that carried over, so would have been both.
Yeah, okay.
Now,
Ooh.
Montego is dressed differently than the other victims. So the victims appear to be Sanders. Whereas Montego is dressed like you're used to dress, so pseudo-pirate. You're Jack Pirate.
Montego. This is Goldwater, you were right, but I can't do this. Do I remember Ramos being any kind of like magical wiener boy?
Not a chance.
Cool.
No, he was, big, tough, at least
smart,
Oscar
handsome,
name.
dashing.
Well, yeah, but that
Debonair,
the problem
jawline for days. Sorry, what?
part of that would be through your younger eyes, right?
Yeah.
Like how you react to him now, not sure.
Yeah.
Like at that age, he seemed, very masculine and strong, and like all the good and bad that comes with. But as far as you know about people, for all you know, he's just a blowhard. Like you don't really know who he is anymore. But definitely not a mage that you have any awareness of. A top.
Lord Navad, do you recognize this kind? Can you do this? I don't know anyone who could do this, but there's someone going around making me sound honestly pretty amazing, but I don't know what to do with
you could use an improvised divine, since you do know the knowledge school.
Yeah.
Figure out something about the frozen bodies.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. This is like my ballywick, sort of. So I'm gonna kind of like try a little improvised divine spell here to figure out if I can understand this.
Make the divine check, and it's going to cost you 2 hits.
2 hits? Okay.
I mean, those come back quick if you spend any time.
Right. Success.
So he literally describe what the spell looks like.
I'm going to kind of like weave my hands like ninjutsu hand gesture style into like a almost like an elaborate hourglass shape, and I scoop up a bunch of sand and I stare at it, and then I twist it and like let it run through my hands. As I'm mumbling, and as the sand is kind of pouring through my hands, I'm trying to get a read on what this is about. I'm making this up as I go along on both levels. So.
That's a really good. Sorry, back into the nicely done.
The bodies have been permafrozen by magic, so they're not thawing normally.
Okay.
So they would thaw like permafrost thaws, which is slowly and under a fair amount of consistent temperature. It's cold out though, so these will stay frozen. So there's no telling how long they've been here because they wouldn't have melted.
Okay.
The other thing you get with the spell is, I'm assuming you want some sense if you can find it as to the source.
Yeah, like how did they get here? Were they dropped? Did they, something along like just like what got them there?
Hey, Colt, can I have the wind effect, please?
Ooh.
Colt, you could just say no.
I could, but I'll find it real quick. Oh, it's in the wrong shot. I'll pull it real quick. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna need a willpower save from the VOD.
A willpower save.
Yes, please.
At least it's not me.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, nope.
Okay.
I have 7 dice. This has happened to me before. I did not get it. I didn't even get a partial.
Can you tell your dice to step up to the streets?
If we had good karma, I would, but
Oh, never mind. We'll do it later. So you hear. Okay, right now. You hear a desolate howling wind, accompanied by the sound of legions screaming all at once. The sound and the wind froze these bodies. You drop to your knees. You guys see him weave a spell. He turns pale white. His body is covered in a layer of frost, and he falls forward on his face. He's now steaming, but it's the cold steaming, like off of dry ice.
wow.
What do you do?
What?
I run up to him.
Okay.
I try to see if I can.
He's alive. He's gone. And this is the thing you'd have to learn from the veterinarian who taught you. Not a doctor. Yeah, you are a doctor. You have a certificate now. He's in shock. So you're a little worried about hypothermia. Ironically, not ironically, but logically, your biggest source of heat would be Torg.
I asked Torg to.
Cut Torg open and
It's my
Torg.
in there.
I asked Torg to lay with him and shelter him and give them his body warmth.
And before Wynona can even say this, Torg, because this is what I was going to say next,
Sure,
as
please.
Torg's action, is Torg was going to immediately just start running over to Navad, and once he finds that Navad needs help, they then put their body very gently on top of Navad in order to ideally create some non-harmful warmth.
It is. I'm seeing it as like the freakiest, like Pietà kind of like a giant Torg cradling like this weird, freaky frozen wizard baby.
So as they deal with this, Navad, I need some like just muttering about the voices in the cold, please.
For me.
Yeah. Some has take sanity damage, kind of like just a steady stream of Renfield like muttering about what you've seen.
And there was like a frozen, and then my guys there was some kind of the wind made it cold, and then they fell. The wind froze them, and
Torg just starts stroking the top of Navad's head, like to try to warm up his sad psychic brain, and says, "It's okay, it's okay." Torg say okay. Torg say okay. It's okay, Navad. Torg say okay. It's okay. You be okay. Over and over while rubbing Navad's head.
That seems to help calm him a bit. Navad, add the condition trauma for now.
Okay.
And Wynona, I need a medicine check. If anyone's helping you, you get an extra die.
I guess the Torg is helping me.
And Tahna, you can for sure be helping.
Yeah, I would love to help. I do feel a little responsible for him turning into a weird mumble baby.
It's
I
okay.
asked him to look at magic.
Mumble Baby is my new kids show, by the way.
This isn't the first time.
I'm one of the Mumble Babies. How do you know?
Oh, wow. Out of 7, I got bad.
Okay, and that's where Tahna's ability kicks in.
I told you we roll the same.
1-1. No 1s, no 5s, no 6s?
Oh, you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, well, I rolled 1s, no 6s.
Okay, so what the leadership thing that Tahna's doing does is if you fail completely, but you get a 1, you still get a partial success.
Oh, yeah. I got a lot of
So
1s.
that means you're going to have to sit with Navad get him probably away from the gallery of frozen bodies, but you're going to need to make some kind of a small fire, and with Torg's help, warm Navad up, and considering it's a partial, it's going to take some hours. Like your marching for the day is done.
Got it.
Okay. Well, that was different than I expected. So I guess we're setting up camp next to a bunch of frozen drowned people.
Torg don't want to say Torg told you so, but Torg felt like sand with frozen body, not good sand.
Okay.
And Torg really hoped that
You said
our
quicksand.
buddy.
You said quicksand specifically.
Yeah, let's be fair. We didn't drown. The little, our little like dick wizard got freaked out. That's a different thing. I don't know what that's about. That feels like it's not on me.
Torg would normally laugh at said dick wizard joke, but seeing Navad's current condition, Torg not feel appropriate laughing at Dick Wizard.
Torg's also feeling him shivering, like
Yeah.
he's, in a bad way for the moment.
Yes.
All right, so we will cut to this evening. Torg are coming around. You still have some trauma. You're still freaked out, but you're back with us. All right. Anything else from that directly, or do you want to continue on your way?
Do I get hits back?
Yeah. Those come back
Okay,
after
okay. That's enough time. Okay.
Oh.
You guys were mending me. Okay.
All right, so you continue on your way.
I do want to talk to Navad though. I want to ask him like what he was mumbling about, if he remembers anything from.
Please do.
Hey, how are you feeling, buddy?
It's been kind of a rough couple of weeks or so.
Yeah, that's fair.
They got frozen by magic, which you probably figured out. It was like wind and screaming, and it was like the screaming that froze them, and the wind, like it's not a normal thing. It's not what we're up against is not, or what was up against them is not normal.
Look, I know that I have led you literally into the middle of the desolation. You've been compensated, but I would be a bad captain if I didn't ask, honestly, do you feel equal to the task ahead of us? Because if whatever that thing that did that was, if it's going to be too much, I will happily lead you back out of here and figure out something else.
I blasted a guy with my dick. I think we can handle it.
Fair enough. Also, yeah, what was that whole, you know what? No, I do have
I
questions.
don't understand it either. I really don't understand it either.
Up until this point, through this whole conversation, Torg was still carrying Navad and cradling Navad like a baby to continue to try to help aid warmth for as long as possible and to give him like a little bit of a break. But when Navad said what Navad said, it broke the tension and the serious just enough that Torg laughs so hard Torg forgets they're carrying Navad and just traps him on the ground.
You drop me like the torture paddles from back at the war ends. Oops, sorry.
And then I go to pick you back up, but it's up to you whether or not.
I'm good. Okay.
I
think I got it. I can walk from here.
Sweet.
Colt?
Torg, very sorry.
Could I have some?
Torg feel very good being able to laugh again.
Yeah.
Could I have some snow, please?
Nice. Tahna will offer like a hand up.
Yeah.
Dust him off,
So,
like, yeah.
2 days later, an icy mist comes up. It is acutely cold, like cover all exposed surfaces cold. There is a sharp wind blowing. It is cold, it is empty, it is nasty. Okay, back to full up, please. Everyone needs to make an endurance save. Yeah, we can have some cold wind. Whenever you're feeling it cold, just cold wind does.
Oh man, I got it.
No. What's a partial success?
In this case, nothing.
Okay, nope.
If you fail, you're down 1 injury. So
My keyboard came back,
did you
by
make
the
your
way.
save, Goldwater? Oh man, you were making Gonzo the Muppet face there.
I made it. I did it.
Nice.
I
Okay.
know this isn't a combat, but can I use Defy Injury?
Yeah, to shake it off, sure.
Height.
So
I can also see though is like Goldwater as he notices other people beleaguered by the environment,
yeah,
like actually having a little bit of like, hey, I'm okay this time.
So Tahna is starting
to go for a walk outside.
Yeah, Tahna's
Yes!
Tahna's starting to look a little mastified, but then captains it off.
Yeah. I think she's still jacked up. She's just literally just like hiding it.
And at this point, Torg's feet sink a little bit into the sand. And when you pull your foot out of the sand, it's not reacting like sand. It's reacting a bit like quicksand.
Okay, that was days ago. I know what you're going to say. And that was like 2 days ago. Not here. But your point is conceded. Please do not drown in the quicksand.
Why is Torg in quicksand when Torg rolled 2 6s?
No, that was to avoid taking. That was. He was right.
This is unrelated.
This is unrelated. You don't have frostbite, but you walked into a pit.
Your injury. You didn't take injury from the cold. 2 days later, the party encountered the quicksand. Yeah. No. Totally understand. Take the clarification that I give to you. All right.
Beautiful gift.
So the party quickly realizes that it's not just the area that you're walking into, it's the area around you. So you have a moment where you're all a little bit Artex, and you realize that there is quicksand. Either it was there or it is forming around you, and it's making it hard to stay above the level of the sand. What do y'all do?
Torg immediately tell everyone, Torg correct, but Torg not celebrate, because Torg know this bad. Torg want no one to freak out. The more you freak out and struggle, the worse it be for all. So try to stay calm.
So knowing the difference between narrative theater and gaming, and knowing the bits as a gamer that are frustrating because they require a bunch of hurdles to be jumped through that then don't matter, I will relate to you that what this becomes is the sand turns to water. So there is a montage where you're dealing with the quicksand. And the reason we're not going to make a bunch of rolls is they won't matter. So a bunch of shit happens and a bunch of rolls are made. And then a couple of minutes later, you're in very cold water.
However, Navad would like to levitate as best he can.
The VOD can literally, and this has never come up, levitate just above the surface of the water. So the only
that's about all I can do.
And you have to kind of concentrate to do it.
I'm really thinking about it really hard.
But it turns out it's crazy useful for a cantrip, but you're literally above the water. So the only people that are going to be in real trouble is if anyone's wearing heavy armor, a bunch of weapons, or a bunch of shit they stole from some scumbag and they put into every pocket on their body until they weighed about 60 pounds more than they should.
I'm a Liefeld nightmare. Yes, thank you.
So
many pouches.
Goldwater.
Table sinks to the bottom of the ocean.
I probably should have called the episode Pouches. We've now seen the downside of pouches. Pouches are a two-edged sword. So Tahna and Goldwater have Navad's knocking out a bunch of equipment. Wynona's got a pistol and medical shit in a bag. Torg, you're going to have to drop the cinder block in the water because that's going to immediately go whoop, and just disappear. Goldwater's carrying multiple long arms. That's going to make it real hard to swim. You can maybe keep the shotgun or the rifle if you kind of hug it and insist, but you're not going to keep both.
Okay.
What do you think?
You gave me the choice between what and what?
Well, you have a rifle and a shotgun, right? You
made me give up the rifle, buddy. You told me I got a small machine gun.
What have you got?
It's still a lot. A pistol, a small machine gun, a shotgun, and a knife.
Oh, we've got the SMG. So the pistol and the knife you can handle. One of the two larger weapons should go.
Since we're out in the middle of nowhere, I'll dump the shotgun.
Tahna, what percentage of the shit you're carrying will you drop, and what percentage will remain on you?
I mean, pirates are pretty easy come, easy go, and like jettison is a normal thing. So she's just dropping. Check.
So you're not like a greedy pork.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Like as long as I have my vibro sword and my crossbow.
Okay. So you're not gonna monkey puzzle trap this shit.
No,
right?
not at all.
Oh well, goodbye. Okay.
Yeah, she's like, well, that sucks.
That's
Pockets
why
are
I'm a pirate.
overrated. You
Gotta go get more.
Yeah.
Oh,
This was me not robbing more people, but fine. Universe.
I will need everyone to make a. What should we do here? Just make another endurance save.
So
I'm gonna do that at it again.
So Mike.
You don't need to divide.
Oh right, because I'm floating.
You're not swimming.
Or I'm levitating. But I have a question.
Yeah.
Do I have a sense that this transformation of the sand into water is a magical event?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
This is some weird physics.
This is a warping of reality. This is not.
Okay.
This is not weird science from Apocalypse Future. This is magic messing with reality.
Okay.
You hear Tahna yelling from it, like, this is nothing. This is fuck. This is some magic. Use your dick. Make it stop.
Did anyone fail? No failures for the endurance save?
I failed.
No.
Okay. So you're down one injury. So that's a condition. So that will come back. Does anybody else fail? Torg? Okay.
No,
so
Torg got 4 6s.
So there are advantages, Goldwater, that up your saves. I'm guessing you're going to be picking those up. Okay. So what do you do, if anything? Are you trying to swim a direction, but there's really no, maybe pick a direction to see if you can get out of it, or are you just going to tread water?
Well, we need to keep heading southeast, right? Yeah, go southeast.
Well, Torg wonder if Navad able to float ahead. Because we have to move there slow. If Navad float ahead a little bit to see if there's a safer path, or just to stake out the land.
So you notice that he is not able to, you can actually probably, as much as your dog paddle swimming, you can probably do that faster than he can float. So he floats at like this fast.
Yeah, my levitation is not, it's not impressive.
It's almost like
But you have a higher vantage point though.
Right, I can see higher.
You can see, like, well, Torg asking Navad, can you see a better way out of this than just swim? Is there a better direction?
So,
is there anything?
The problem is the icy mist. So your visibility is only about 45 feet. So if you get too far away from each other, you won't be able to see each other.
If we don't stop being in cold water in the middle of a cold day, I think we're gonna freeze to death. Can the magic one do a magic about this, please? And then keeps swimming forward.
Point, I'd like the second sound effect, please, Colt. I always get the impression when I ask for something, he goes, ah, and then rushes around the room.
He's always just about to take a bite of something to relax, just like, no!
So, Tahna, you know that sound.
My ship.
And it's coming from the southeast.
She's gonna start swimming faster.
Ha! It's coming towards you.
Oh. Well. Who's up for some actual piracy? Because we're gonna stow away on this boat. She like spits out some water sand. I don't know what we're in anymore.
Chill wind when you got it, buddy. So the group is going to go the direction of the bell.
Yeah.
Okay. And feel free to ring the bell again if you get a chance. Off you go. So I'm just going to need, you may make either, depending on which is higher for you, a run, jump, or a strength roll. This is for this
Run, jump, or what?
strength. I guarantee your strength is better.
Do I need
Tell
to?
me.
You do not.
They're actually the exact same. So
yeah.
you're wrong.
Oh yeah, that's.
Torg is an amazing physical specimen.
It's true.
We love that for them.
Yeah, you're right. Neat. Okay, so did anybody fail that? Okay, that would have meant starting to drown. So no one is starting to drown in dangerously cold water. Navad, you're literally, so the way I treat stuff like, even in D&D, stuff like cantrips that you can cast forever, is I consider the casting of those to be kind of like running. So over time,
You're gonna get
like,
exhausted.
right, so as you're doing it, you're like, this is fine, I'm still levitating.
Doing good. Balancing this plate on my nose. I can do it.
Exactly. And you're probably super happy you're not in the super cold water.
Right.
At this point, you start to see a big ship coming into view. It's actually moving through the water, not over it. The ship looks familiar, except for the fact that it's in the water, not on the sand. Keep moving towards it.
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Torg say if that's what Captain Tahna wants, we do what Captain Tahna wants.
Yeah, do I see any reason to not keep approaching it?
So you don't see any people on the deck. Now your perspective isn't great from being in the water, although the VODs is better. You don't see anyone on the deck. It looks to be drifting, like it's just the sails are up and it's being blown this direction by the predominant wind. The one difference in the ship from when you have it is the sail, which is just sort of a broadcloth, an undyed broadcloth, has been marked with a white skull with a black spot on the forehead.
How long have I been away from the fuck off, which I will not acknowledge by its new name? I don't like it.
I think it's about 6 years, something like that. I mean, it was long enough to go from being, I'm picturing like early teen to like badass woman.
Okay.
So 6-8 years, something like
Sweet.
that.
Cool. All right.
So yeah, there is that like familiarity, which is good, but this is something entirely different. Is drifting the direction you're swimming.
I don't know what we're going to be facing, but if they don't see us, then let's use the element of surprise. Stay low and stay quiet.
It's moving pretty slow, as are you. Gradually, the two meet, and there are some low-hanging, there's literally a ladder, but there's also some ropes. There's the tattered remains. There was you did have an anchor, but that the rope is broken, but it's dangling. So there's things that you can get to from the water.
He lost my anchor? Do you know how many people I killed to get that anchor? Okay.
So the group scatters aboard, climbs up.
I think so. I am so relieved to have a rope and something solid. I'm not like making myself float.
Can you just drift up the rope like hand over hand? Like how does levitate work?
You can try that, but you're tired, man.
I'm super tired. Like it is literally I think like doing like some weird like balancing thing. I just concentrate really hard and I kind of like levitate off of the ground.
Yeah, to do magic, you have to have enough
propel
willpower.
myself forward, but very slowly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just come here, use the ladder. I'm sorry I asked.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna like.
Magic requires you revisualizing the world in a new way and having enough willpower, kind of being fucked up enough to make that real. Most of the stuff he does is like exploding spells, which are just seconds. So something that's an ongoing effort like that, it's like he's the kid in like sophomore gym class who was just told we're going to play like dodgeball and had to do laps because he refused to play. And just every time he goes around, he's like sweatier and saggier and staggering. So he's pulling himself up, but barely. Everybody gets aboard. Torg, you probably help poor Devon.
pushing my butt
Definitely.
up.
Well, what Torg does is Torg applies just enough pressure to help him up, but Navad doesn't quite realize. He does it so that maybe Navad thinks he is his own strength, to try to, humor him, butter him up, make him feel better about what he's been
It okay.
It okay.
There are 5 dead frozen bodies on the deck of the ship. You recognize 2 of them.
Freaking had a feeling that was going to be the damn case.
Ghost boat.
Torg was just going to say it's a ghost ship.
Those aren't real.
Oh.
Someone has to say it.
They aren't real.
Goldwater doesn't believe me, but it's crazy.
So do you search the ship? There is a captain's cabin up top, and there's below decks, and then there's below that, there's just like carriage.
Yeah.
And we'll start at the top and work our way down.
Yeah, I think Tahna's instincts are to head to her quarters.
Yeah.
As you approach the captain's cabin, the door opens. Ramos is there. He is frozen, but he is moving. So picture a frozen man, Mr. Freeze style, in a long tattered captain's coat. His jaw comes down, and you hear a crack as he tries to speak. And he says, "Good to see you."
I would say likewise, but I'm a little disappointed in the chilly reception.
She demands warmth.
Who?
She demands blood. Corpus.
Corpus? What?
Corpses.
Oh,
Yeah.
corpses.
He says corpus, not corpses. The wind howls, and that howl is an echo of what Navad experienced. So he drops to his knees and starts sobbing. So that both the negative karma and the trauma condition are triggered. So you are hearing the screaming of the dead.
Torg immediately drops to their knees and starts rubbing the top of Navad's head to try to give him some comfort.
And I saw some nodding. Is Wynona also over there with a medical kit?
Yeah, I was about to say, I definitely am like checking his pulse and
Okay.
asking him if he needs anything, or focus on me. What's going on?
So Wynona and Torg went over to him. Goldwater and Tahna are still focused on the other captain.
Yeah.
He reaches out with a hand, and an ice saber forms in it.
Oh, shit.
Are we doing this?
This is my ship.
Fine. And I'll pull out my saber.
Initiative, everyone.
Yeah.
Am I in a condition to have initiative?
Not yet, but go ahead and roll it in case that changes.
Okay.
Dear
Navad-
dice, please be good.
Navad, you first.
Navad's first.
Yep.
6, 10, 14.
Yikes.
Okay, Goldwater.
29.
Sweet. And Torg.
Can you remind me what we're doing?
Rolling your speed dice is in the lower left quadrant.
Gotcha. Yes, thank you. Sorry.
No problem. Torg.
26.
26.
I
Wynona.
can hear her from the other room. She's still on mute.
That's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
That's the joys of having married couple on stream.
Yep.
Tahna.
Sorry about that.
10.
10.
I
Okay.
rolled so bad.
What? 10?
I couldn't count that low. I was so confused by all the ones I was
First
staring
one
at.
to act, not shockingly, is Goldwater, who is pretty good with the battle reflexes.
Good.
What do you do?
I'll light him up with the SMG. Are we close or near?
You would be near.
Okay, cool.
Closest for hand to hand.
I'll light him up.
Okay. You need to make a willpower save to gather the willpower to attack him.
I did it!
Okay. So you feel the icy grip of fear, and you're like, no, you have a job to do. And you attack him. Do it.
All right. I can't believe I did it.
Yay!
And I got a partial success.
Okay.
With the SMG.
Do your damage and have it.
right.
His armor is 5.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Oh, so 5 or 6 is all it's going to do it. Okay.
Yep.
Well. I got a 5 and 2 6s.
Sweet.
Hey!
So that's 3, 6, 9, and then reroll the 6s.
Okay. Reroll.
Holy crap.
Nope. That's it.
Yeah, 9's a good shot, though.
But then it's half.
Oh, okay. It's still 5, though.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to like tank my own thing. To be fair, it's 5.
Okay, Torg, you're up. Are you still up in Nevada, or you want to join the battle?
Torg reluctantly joins battle because Torg knows Torg very powerful, but not before taking off Torg's scarf that Torg got from me and wrapping it around Navad.
That's awesome. You need to make a willpower save to attack Ramos.
Okay.
If I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Anything you can do, I can do it better. Okay, I was gonna say also, and then I didn't.
Yeah.
So you did not.
Yes, I got a 6.
Okay, go ahead and attack him.
Are we just doing brawl melee, or is this
Whatever you attack with. I mean, that you've got, I think, still your crossbow. You just don't
Oh,
have
I do still
your.
have my crossbow?
Yeah, you just had to drop the cedar block.
All right. Right.
the
I
crossbow is
also
mostly
forgot to
wood.
mention what?
Crossbow is mostly wood, so to be kind of floaty. You wouldn't need
Right.
to drop
Oh,
the crossbow.
True. Okay,
Yeah.
then yeah, crossbow for sure. And that's shoot, right?
Yep.
Okay. Holy shnikes. That was a good roll. I got 666.
So you
By the devil!
you hit him with the number of the beast. Go ahead and do damage.
Try to do the same thing this time.
Yeah, ideally
Wait, go to what?
damage.
Damage.
Oh, damage. Sorry. I heard go to advantage, and I didn't know what you meant.
Go to Advantage Auto Parts, babe. I need a new filter for air filter for the car.
This is no Riley house, and you know it.
Okay.
Oh, O'Reilly. Oh, wait. Oh, now we're probably going to get muted for having sung a jingle.
Oops.
Hey, I got a 6 and a 5 and a 4.
Okay, so the 5 and the 6 hit, and then that crossbow does 2. It's 1, 2, 4. Roll a 6 again.
3.
All right. So you get a hit. So the damage the two of you do, for example, the shotgun took chunks of frozen meat off him. So he's not reacting like a living dude. It's just taking chunks out of him. All right, then we go to me. It's going to attack the captain. Because of course he is.
Like, yeah, let's do this.
He's gonna hit with his icy saber.
He has to do a will save, a willpower save to attack me because of my magics. No?
Well, you know, if you had good karma and it wasn't Halloween, maybe.
I was just doing a lie to see if I could get special stuff, special treatment.
Let's see how much special. Holy shit.
Oh God.
No, I rolled 1s and 3s.
That's very
It's
special.
you. Doesn't do. He does 1 point of damage, but you have to make an endurance save or you take an injury from the cold.
Ooh, heck yes.
But I only did 1 hit.
Okay, I got 1 success.
So you do not take cold damage.
Cool.
So that's good. All right, and then we go to Wynona.
Okay, so I'm still tending to Lord Navala. He's still frozen.
Go ahead and make your medicine test.
I don't get an extra one, right? Just
No, because Torg is fighting
yeah, gotcha.
the AC captain.
Yeah, understood. Okay, cool. Sorry. Yeah, success.
Nice damage.
Oh.
So his defense is 5, his armor is 5. So anything 5 or better.
Okay, so damage on medical.
Oh no, only if I had an aneurysm. No, you start to bring him around. Sorry about that. I lost my place.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Yeah, that would be very unlucky, wouldn't it? What are you doing? Tahna. It is time for your sparking sword of justice.
Sparky justice on its way. Yeah, that like blow like hits her in the side, and like as she parries, I want to swing with my vibro sword. Okay. I could have had that dice in my hand, like ready to go, like I knew this was gonna happen. All right, 2 6s. Oh, do I have to do a wisdom or a willpower to hit him?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
You have enough motivation that you don't have to make those saves.
Cool. Okay, so
Showcase.
2 successes. So now I roll
Your
damage.
Yep.
All right. I'm getting the hang of this.
Yep. You got it.
Only 1 success, and it was a 6.
Okay, so you get 1 point, but then also your crit, which is 4 more because that is a wicked crit. So it's 5 points.
Yeah, and then the next one was a 1, so just that.
Okay, so you do the damage, so you hit him, but again, you draw a line in like the frozen meat and kind of slice it open. It's very strange.
Can I try to do something really quick? Just during my turn. I am fine with like the glancing blow, but I want to grab at his like frozen clothing with my free hand and hold him in place. And then I just want to look over my shoulder at Goldwater and say, hit him again. And I want to use my command attack.
Nice. Goldwater, do it.
All right. Do I have to make another willpower thing or am I good?
Nope. I'm going to give it to you because she gave you that command.
Nice. All right. Here we go.
Let's go, baby.
Just partials.
Still?
Half, right?
Half damage, yeah.
Okay. And then it's 5d6.
Like your half damage will abso-freaking-lutely do though. Holy crap.
All right, so that's a 5 and a 6. That's 2, and then I re-roll the.
That's 2, and then the crit's an extra. It's 5. Then you re-roll the 6.
Right. Okay. Aha! 6.
Ha! So 3 more points, and then you can roll it again.
All right. A 1. No.
Okay. That ends up being really good as a sequence because what you described, you hit the thing and you turn him around, and he lands a blow like right in the middle of him, sending chunks into you. Like bits of Ramos are on you at this point. When that happens, Ramos sags in your grip. He partially thaws. And as his breath comes out, he says, I lost a battle with sand savages. As I lay there dying, Corpus came to me, entered me. And then he begins to breathe out the storm. Do you step back?
Yeah.
Okay. Before I say the thing that sounds like an obviously bad idea, do I have a sense that, like, if I stay in close proximity, I will have a better chance to hit him next round? Like, is this thing going to put like a ton of distance between it? Because I would rather body the hit if it's going to set me up for finishing this.
You could go around his back as he does that, so he's not, upchucking in your face.
Yeah.
In case you need to act, you can just kind of rotate on back.
All right, then yeah, she's going to do that. We don't give quarters in this house.
The heart of the icy storm that's gripped the ship froze those bodies, and the presence that turned the sand to water that's anchored within him rises up and away. It pulls away, and as it does, the storm leaves, and the water turns back into sand. Ramos is now dying in your grip because he was apparently inhabited while dying and did not complete the journey to dead. So there is a dying man that you're holding like that.
I think she just sort of like slumps with him and is like visibly crying at this point. I don't know what to do. Ramos, just hold on.
I heard good things. I'm sorry I stole your name there, but you built quite a rep. And a bit of lung falls out of his mouth.
Do something. Go get the doctor. Go. And she's just like snaps at Goldwater.
Doctor.
So Wynona, you
right there.
You do literally one of the few times, given what I know about what you've said about her view on things, this might be one of the few times that you look at something and go, I don't have the training for this. Right? Not only is it like taking somebody that was cryofrozen at the moment of death and unfreezing them, he's also got massive like hypothermia and frostbite, and like his condition, the fact that he's saying like basically his goodbyes to Tahna is a testament to the guy's will. Like he should be dead 3 times over and is clearly dying.
I just tell Tahna, look, his lung is on the floor. Just say your last goodbyes. There's literally nothing I can do, and I'd rather tend to Lord Navad to make sure he's okay.
Tahna just is going to give a dirty look, but holds her tongue. Just holding Ramos. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all of it. I know we're pirates and this is what we do, but I didn't want this for you. You were like a dad to me.
He reaches out to touch your face. Doesn't quite make it. And manages to get out as he dies. Call it the Ramos.
Absolutely not.
He hears that and a grin forms on his face.
And I think she just kind of laughs and cries and is just holding him and rocking him.
I'm going to cut to a scene later that day where you've cleaned up a little on the deck. You're on the ship, which is on the sand. It's now warmer. Nevada feeling better. The unnatural presence is gone. You have the suspicion that it was the collective manifestation of the psychic cry of all of those that died in that city. So that storm was all the pain and rage. Because you were able to reach out with your spell. And you think Corpus, the thing was literally Corpus.
Interesting.
And it's effectively a ghost,
Wow.
which you reached out and touched. And you're still saying, what do you know? So closing conversations or words, you're having a light meal on the deck of the ship as you get back some of your health and your constitution after your long ordeal.
Wasn't that bad. I've never been here. I know y'all were here before, and this is where we lost B, but we're all together.
Wynona, Torg know that you were distracted with Navad, and Torg usually appreciate your sunny outlook.
You.
But Torg has to say that was a shit show of horribleness and terror. And Torg now not entirely sure of your sanity. And Torg worried you may be in what I have heard you refer to as denial.
Yes, it's my safe space.
Oh, okay. Oh. Anyone else in denial, or are we all in agreement that it was total scary shit show and we very lucky to not be dead?
It was not as bad as my first trip into the Desolation, but I hope to never come back again.
Okay, I guess Torg just weak then.
No, the first go around we lost a friend. In this one it was just utter torment from start to finish.
Torg feel bad now and guilty. Of course this not worse than when B go. Torg sorry.
So I need parting words, please. Just or scenes like as you're preparing to say goodbye to Captain Tahna, who has her ship back, and we'll have a little bit of an epilogue at some point. But I'll have a talk at some point or an email exchange about what's next for her. But she clearly has the ship that she wanted, and it's still in working order. Of course, she needs your help to get it back because it's just her right now. But can I have 2 up with Tahna and Goldwater, please?
Yeah, I think, yeah, for sure. Tahna she's been quiet and super reserved the whole time and will ask to speak to Goldwater in the captain's quarters at some point. Thank you. I want to thank you for your help. I am still a little staggered. I didn't think it was going to go this way, but I couldn't have done this without you.
You might have been able to, but this business arrangement was beneficial to all.
Well, about that, I heard what you said out there. that you are not a huge fan of the Desolation, but I would be remiss if I didn't say that I wish you would consider staying. I need a new first mate, and I can't think of anyone more capable than you as I rebuild my crew.
I wouldn't be a good fit here. You wouldn't be able to do what you wanted to do and what you feel you need to do with me on your ship. I would hinder you at every turn.
I mean, my last first mate literally did a mutiny. So obviously I'm not a great judge of character, but I'm not really picking that up from... It's fine. You know yourself very well. Well, if you and your crew ever have need of my services, get word to me and I will come on the wind. I owe you a bigger debt than an autogun.
I would enjoy hearing less stories about the Black Spot's piracy and fear that is spread by the name, and more about how this ship becomes more of a privateer ship as per our agreement.
Yeah, I signed something, didn't I?
You did, and the term was only until the contract was complete, but if you did want to sign another one.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm so I'm good.
So let's cut there.
Yeah.
The ship is going to stop at Haven on the one way back, pick up Bork. The one
Sorry.
The one remaining piece of business is Diane would give Navad the thorn ring that father used to wear, and says, you wore it. We don't want it here. We know that you're also a magician. We wanted you to have it. So you now have a thorn ring. Okay, so next week is the last game before our mid-season break. Next time, we are going to have all 6 of our core player group. This is the end of this 2-player guest spot. Aabria, you were the fucking balls. You were amazing. Super great to have you. Who's doing credits tonight? Okay, so let's throw it over to Jess.
Hi, everyone. These are the credits. We want to thank Andre Travis for providing our weekly narration, and thanks to Qui-Gon Bowers for monitoring the chat. Also, thanks to Colt Joyce, woohoo, for technical direction. You're amazing. Speaking of which, join our GM Mike Nystul and Colt Joyce's Twitch channel this Friday, 8 p.m. for a special Halloween show that can be found at twitch.tv/Colt45. Also, be sure to catch Jen Brown's, aka Torg's, Genre Graveyard on Wednesday on El Rey Network. Everyone watch that. Until then, we'll see you in the wasteland.